This is live, and now we should be live.
We live, live, live.
I think we're
Like people
live.
can
I think
hear
we're
me
live, and
live.
people can hear us. Yeah, we're good. We good. Hello, everybody. Now I gotta
Woo!
broadcast our
And I'm going to
shenanigans.
apologize in advance
Uh-oh.
because my internet is still not solved.
Oh no.
I think I told you, right? Like the engineer came and then she like came into my house and she was like, "Oh yeah, how did they get the internet in like to this wall?" And I was like, "Well, the whole kitchen I built. I didn't personally build the kitchen. I hired people to build my kitchen. So the wire was put in before there was another building across it." And she was like, "Yeah,
Oh.
I need a ladder and scaffolding because they have to route the entire thing up to the top floor now.
There we go. All right,
But
I've
they're coming on Tuesday.
done our thing. We're coming on Tuesday. What's coming on Tuesday? Tell me about this. Tell
The
me what's up.
engineer,
Yeah, we're gonna
the third attempt at
the
my
third
new
our third
spanking
attempt at
internet.
making something happen. That's good.
Like they've got the wire to go. So lots I don't know about what it's like in America, but most of the time your internet and your phone line is buried under the ground, right? So I'm quite unusual in that I have a wire escape to get the internet into my house. So basically, they've got the wire going up the pylon, and now they need to get the wire to come into my house. But something about fiber, they have to have a quite substantial box on the outside of the wall. I don't know what's going on in the box.
Oh,
Like
it's
it
it's
used
the
to be
ONT. It's probably an ONT like what we have. Basically, the idea
okay.
is
Like
you
usually,
have
like it used to be, you just had the wire just come through the wall, and you just plug your box on the end of it.
yeah, no, usually, in fact, I'm getting mine replaced on Tuesday. I'm getting an internet
Mm.
change on Tuesday, where the fiber optic stuff goes to this thing is, or at least here, what they call it is an ONT, an optical network terminal, and the idea is that converts from the
Uh,
fiber optic light signals into other types of signals that that your hardware inside can use. Um,
okay. Well, that's obviously what they are now going to
yeah,
install
yeah,
on the
yeah.
side of my house.
But that's good
Um,
because that means that'll be a big upgrade.
I wait, but I'm looking at the. I obviously have not slept in quite a few
Is it
days.
symmetric? Do you get equal upstream and downstream bandwidth now?
I don't know. I'll tell you when the internet. Like this has
Oh,
been
good.
2 months of desperately trying to get the engineers. And I feel though now that I've had the engineers come and they've gone like, oh, this is difficult. They were really sharp to call me up the next day and reorganize another appointment. I feel like I was obviously in a queue of people waiting for their engineers, but now I'm at the
Mm-hmm.
head of the queue. People are
Well, that's
focusing on me.
that's the problem with all that. It's like when you're just a customer in line, people might be like, uh, you know, oh, they're probably just dumb. Like, oh, here's a person waiting. They're waiting for service. It's probably trivial. They're probably silly. It's probably not a problem. They're probably just complaining,
Mm.
whatever. And then they get there and like, ooh, whoa, okay, this is
Yeah,
this is a
I mean the
challenge.
lady was really nice. Like she was standing, like it's a
It is
proper
Dave and
kind
Jenna
of
show.
like engineer builder style. Like, oh, you're gonna need a ladder for that, and I'm like, you don't bring a ladder, like. Anyway, I guess they have to have like the ladder team.
Ooh,
It's not something because I get yeah. I mean, she was like, we could try and get it into the bottom room, but it would be difficult, and I was like, I don't like difficult. Let's do the easy way.
all
So
right.
anyway, internet on Tuesday, and your internet will be upgraded on Tuesday. Everyone will have
Yeah,
better
my
internet.
I don't want to even talk about it. I'm just gonna make you too sad. My internet's gonna be upgraded to the point where I have 2 gigabits up and down now because they're
Do you
offering
know
two
that's
gigabit
interesting? Let
service.
me let me look and see what I'm gonna get.
They're really hype about their 2 gigabit service, and I was like, well, it's only a little bit more a month, so like, why not go for it?
Right, so they are promising me speeds up to 80 megabytes.
Wait,
That
what?
doesn't seem that doesn't seem good.
Wait, what is it? No, it's 80 megabits. I'm assuming they usually
Anyway,
make it.
sorry, megabits. Sorry, yeah, sorry. That doesn't.
Okay, that could be worse. Oh, is that up
But
and
that's their
down symmetric, or
max.
is that
That
just
I think
down?
it's symmetric. If you get the box, you have to get the box apparently.
Symmetric is the important part for this because you want to be able to stream up. That's the problem. Is a lot of times
Yeah,
they'll give you service where it's like, oh, you can stream down, you can download very quickly, but your upstream is very
yeah,
very slow, and you can't really upload anything. And they assume most of what you're doing is you're saying like, please send me a file, and then big file comes down.
yeah.
But like for
Yeah, so I
streaming,
and Tom Booney, yeah, like actually, this is
yeah.
really they like we got money from the EU to upgrade
Those.
our internet network in the rural area. That's why I can get fiber. So, what you need is the EU. And don't mistreat the EU like we mistreated the EU.
Definitely mistreat the EU. Definitely do it.
They seem to keep coming back for more, the EU, though. They're so reasonable bastards.
Yeah, they can't get enough. They love it. They love it.
Anyway, so I only have awesome internet because yeah, the EU came and paid, and really now it's just a matter of it's recently come to my pylon. Like it's been in the area, but they have to have so many customers requesting it to the pylon, I guess, before they think, okay, well, now's the time to go out and fix it to the pylon. So
That makes some
they've
sense.
they've got enough Airbnbs now that they can afford to put one in.
Ah, that's how it works. That's how it works. You got to get the Airbnbs going on before you
Don't
can.
stay in Airbnb, people. You are ruining our lives. Okay,
Oh no.
I'm not kidding you. It is. It's the
I didn't. No, I
worst.
didn't stay in an Airbnb. I stayed at that.
No,
I
you
stayed
stayed
at
at
that
the
inn that was
beautiful
actually
pub.
very
Yeah.
nice. You were eating food from. It was delicious.
And the problem is, like, it's not like Airbnb are essentially bad, but what
I think they're
Airbnb
essentially
has
bad.
become is bad. No, I
I
mean,
think they're essentially bad.
I know. I think
I
the concept of staying on people's couches and that kind of like very kind
no
of more
no
backpackery style, I could have got on board with that. I could even
no
get on board
no
with someone renting out a room in their house. I could get on board to see people renting out their house whilst they're on holiday.
no
However,
no
I now live,
no
and about 50% of the houses are either Airbnbs or second homes.
no. I can't. I can't. I hate Airbnb and what it represents in many ways
Mm.
because
Oh, like you constant making money even when you're not using your
it's the
property.
commodification of literally everything. It's like if they could slice it smaller, they would. Like, are you going out for half an hour? Rent out your house for half an hour because you need to make money off your house for half an hour because that's how you survive in this economy, not by being paid fairly and making enough money so you don't have to think about constantly selling every slice of everything you own to make a little more cash. Like, there's that. But then there's also the fact that Airbnb is basically like, hey, what if you just stayed in a completely unregulated, completely unlegally protected hotel that someone else was responsible for? Is
Yeah.
that cool? Like, it's not cool. It's actually not cool. It's I don't know. I really just don't like it. And
I mean,
again,
and
it's one of those things where people keep saying like, "Oh, but I make money off it." It's like you shouldn't have to.
no, you
You
shouldn't have
shouldn't
to. That's the
have to
problem.
be, if you want to run a hotel, you can start a hotel. If you want to run a literal bed and breakfast, start a bed and breakfast. Have a great time providing hospitality to people, make money, make it your business. 2 thumbs up. But I just hate this idea of people are so beaten down by not actually getting paid that they're like, how will I survive if I don't spend extra hours being an Uber driver, spend extra
Hmm.
hours working for DoorDash,
Yeah.
Airbnb my house out? It's like you're just slicing up, you're just getting less quality of life because you're slicing yourself up into these tiny pieces you have to sell instead of demanding to get actually paid fairly.
Dave's a communist.
I no, actually, to be fair, this is not a discussion about communism because I still think people should work in this scenario. I'm just saying capitalism needs to be more fair.
Yeah, no, I agree with you entirely. I mean, yeah,
If I
what
was a
you're saying is
communist, I'd be
not.
saying things like owning property you could even rent out is sinful.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, what you're saying is not communist or socialist. Basically, what you're saying is that the market at the moment is
yeah,
broken when it
yeah.
comes to
The
your
market
existence.
is skewed in such a way that certain actors in the market have to take on behaviors that are detrimental to their well-being, in my opinion, and we need to
And
fix
it's
some of
funny,
that.
Adam Smith spoke about this
Oh
and the
yeah,
need for regulation. If you really do like capitalism, like no one seems to read the father of capitalism
yeah. Adam
to
Smith
see
was
that this is
like,
not working.
people are fuckers, and they're gonna try to monopolize. They're gonna try to work together. Like that's what they're gonna do. He wasn't dumb. He knew.
Mm. Sorry, Chiokaiju.
Yeah, sorry.
And to
We
bring
talk
it
about a
through to
lot of.
Mahjong, actually, I did have a segue into Mahjong, so then we can segue
You're
over
right.
to
I'll
Mahjong
pull up our
tiles.
game that we're gonna look at today. Also,
But
so
we
we
do
got a little
see
mahjong.
this problem sometimes in the Mahjong community, right? Do you not think, like, when a new website starts or when any kind of new um, sort of anything, immediately it's monetized, right? Now, I'm not dissing anyone who's got their Patreon out there or they're trying to raise money from their YouTube. I am not dissing people. What I think is a tragedy is that this thing that is a hobby, people immediately sort of start jumping to, well, how do I make money off this?
I think it really depends. I think that
I'd like to say that I feel there's a difference between, so for example, WRC as an event has to make money, right? That's a responsible, sustainable way to approach it, right?
mhm,
I have to find ways in which WRC can bring in money, because without that, there's no greater good. I can't reinvest into the community and build a bigger event. However, let's say that Duderino has a blog.
Deuterino.
Duderino, I know, like I feel
Love
like
Deuterino.
immediately, the suggestions: should I start a Patreon?
Well, I mean,
Uh,
there's a few factors I think that come into play here. I think
but
that
no, sorry, let me just run. But the concern is that the success or failure of the Patreon is what measures the success or failure of the content creation.
right,
That's the problem.
but what we're talking about here is an issue bigger than mahjong. And
Yes,
that's
but
the
I
challenge.
wanted to bring it into
I
Mahjong.
think
I want
like
to segue it to
yeah,
Mahjong.
yeah. Because I think in the long past, like 10 years ago, like long past for Mahjong, there were definitely people who jumped in being like, surely I can make money here. Surely this is a business. And they would keep like regulate. If you like dive headfirst into the incredibly shallow end of the Mahjong hobby 10 years ago, many less people, right? And they'd be like, oh, I'm going to make money. It's going to be great. And they'd immediately like bounce, realizing there's no money to be made here, and then get the heck out. And it was very disappointing for everyone because they'd have these people show up, promise a lot of exciting things, and then they vanish. That's really not good. But I think our challenge now is like in a broader cultural sense, there's this very strong force of like, oh, do you have a hobby? You should make your hobby into your
Yeah.
business. Won't that be cool? And that's like again, not Mahjong specific. There's a broad force, and there's other broad force of content creators. Are you streaming? You should be making money. Are you streaming? You should get a Patreon and all that. And so everyone kind of sees this as the way you go, and then they go that way, and it's rough.
No, I mean,
Because
I really liked streaming. I thought it
I
was
like
fun. Would I ever, and I did manage to get to what Twitter affiliate or partner, whatever they call it. I wouldn't want to make money off it, but then I am Tom Boney. I think there's the other problem, of course, that some of the stuff I do now for WRC for the Mahjong community is I feel I should be paid, right? Because the amount of work I do and the kind of responsibilities I take on. I do want to be paid a little bit, so maybe I'm a hypocrite here. Maybe I'm a hypocrite, but I think there's as you said, there's a nuance, right? There's the everything should be monetized, and then, well, actually, I'm basically doing a job here.
Yeah, and I think those come from different ends. Like if you walk into to any hobby, if this isn't Mahjong specific per se, you walk into any hobby community being like, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna put all this out there, and then people are gonna pay me because you have like a business plan, you have an idea that's gonna happen. That may or may not work. That might well fail. It might work, and maybe you're providing something great. But I think at the point when it comes to doing things like large scale event organizing and stuff like that's why events cost money, right? Because there's work you're putting in. You're providing a product, and people should pay for the product. Like it really depends.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough. I think this is maybe the obstacle that the Reacher community now is kind of facing. We're kind of in that strange no man's land between everyone has been doing it for passion, but now the passion is, I probably spend at least one day of my working week working solely on Mahjong stuff.
Yeah.
And that becomes a problem and that's not sustainable, right? Because if I'm not being paid for that day's work, I'm not a rich person. I don't have a very well paid job.
Now, under
if
communism,
I'm not paid for that day's work. But then if you would like to vote for universal basic income, Gemma can put 5 days of her working week all on you.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
UBI. And that's communism. Is that communism or socialism? I'm not sure. Where does universal basic income fit?
I think that's still not communism because you're retaining the market economy. It's socialism because you're giving money to everyone just because everyone gets money. But I believe if you're talking communism, there's just no concept of like money becomes
that's true.
Pure
that's
communism.
True.
Money is just.
But I think Iron Tom is correct here. There's a level of sustainability, right? If running the blog is your passion, it won't matter if people sling you a few quid here on coffee or Patreon. I think the problem is that people go in and their aim is, the metric for success on their Mahjong content creation is the Patreon.
Yeah.
And people judge them by it. And I don't think that's helpful. I think.
Hey, Kea. That's some good outcome. Yeah, reach for time for an ATK honeymoon. Yep, just chilling out a little bit, building your hand.
Do you know what I would like to say to everyone? I have not had any sweet SSK for a whole week. I looked for one, I could not find my hit.
We're gonna watch our third place player, I think, today. I like watching third place. I want to at least make sure we do some Mahjong. I like watching. We can always talk forever. I want to watch third place because I always find third place to be an interesting situation. Like what happened to them? How do they get where they needed to go or not? So let's take a look. There's another older Armour
Just
game.
to confirm, Dave is not on this table.
I'm not on this table. None of this is me. I need to start playing some games. I've been doing a lot of other work, which we can talk about a little bit later because we have some exciting stuff.
Yeah, me too. We can talk about all our extra work.
All our exciting stuff. But for now, I haven't been playing too much, so I'm looking at other people's games.
But there's one thing. Dave fosters a cat because you do realize if you can get a cat in the camera, we will have all the viewers.
Okay, so
is that not the reason why you fostered the cat? You were like, why am my stream viewership not getting 20? My
roommate fostered the cat. That's true, Quark. That's actually a good point about third place because it's different in fourth place avoidance versus.
I think that's one point correct.
We are fostering a cat. He's spent his first few days very scared, just very he's been carting around between places, very nervous. He's much happier. Oh no, Kyrol, I'm so sorry.
Oh
I
no.
hope
Oh yeah.
I hope fingers crossed. I hope your cat as well, just because I
It's
love cats and
yeah.
I love
I
cats
had to take my gerbil to the vet this week, and I didn't think they were going to make it, but they did make it. So I really feel for you. You know, your pets are just they're so
Yeah, they're
precious.
family.
They're
They're
so
family.
important to your life.
They're
Hmm.
family. Yeah. So he's much peppier now. I don't think I can convince him to come on camera because he still doesn't really want to be picked up, and he doesn't really love being around my desk. It's very busy here. But maybe in the coming week or two we'll be able to get him on
I'm sure
camera.
he'll. Yeah, he's a cat. I'm sure he'll get
Yeah,
settled
I
in,
might be
and
able to get
then
a picture of
you
him up
won't
on
get
the
enough.
stream later because we do have some great pictures of him. So I'll see if I can get that
Awesome.
also. But
Okay.
oh, I don't have everything hooked up anymore. I'll look in a minute.
Anyway,
We'll let Gemma. When
we're
Gemma's
on
talking about
third
something,
place.
I'll
Third
distract
place is
myself.
great.
We're looking at third place.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm so
Oh
sorry,
no.
Carol.
Mm.
That's rough.
They're really good, the vets nowadays, though. I
Yeah,
mean, the stuff they can
do the
do for
best
my
they
tiny,
can.
tiny gerbil is amazing. I don't even know how you can see. I've had gerbils with cancer they've operated on and have come through. So
I'll be totally
I don't know
honest.
how they do that.
I have such mixed feelings about fostering this cat because it's really hard. Like I haven't had a pet in a long time, and it's been so. I miss having a pet. I love having a
Yeah.
pet, but I really have been dreading taking on the fact that at some point you will lose your pet. Like
You were
that's.
a really good pet owner as well. Like Dave is a good pet dad.
I mean,
Like a really good
I
pet
don't do
dad.
anything bad. I hope. I'm sure
No,
that
but you've
doesn't
got
seem
like
very.
that real, I don't know, that real love for your, yeah, poor her, but
Yeah,
like real love. But yeah, that's the problem, right? At some
I
point,
do miss Herbert.
you do miss her,
I
but
do. I
at some
really miss
point, they do
Herbert.
have to leave you, right?
Yeah, yeah, and
But you,
that's such a sad thing, and it's like I don't. It's rough. It's that classic glass menagerie. Is it better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? And I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough. So
mm,
I hope it's. I don't know. It's hard. I don't even know what to say. Like I hope it's as painless as pleasant as positive as it can be for you,
mm,
Carol. I'm really sorry to hear that.
mm.
All right, let's talk about tiles so we can be sad about something that doesn't have
Yeah, let's
a
distract
soul.
ourselves with tiles. Tiles won't hurt us. She says, knowing that tiles
Tiles will
will hurt
always
me
they'll
most
always
of the
hurt us,
time.
but they're inanimate objects. So what do we got? Oh man. So I see our hand. Door of 3. We can take a door of 3. That's true. You can know that you give your pets the most love and the best life you possibly can. You can feel good about that. That's true.
Okay,
This hand is
so
gross though. This hand is gross and I don't like
so
it.
this is the player who ends up third at the
Yeah,
end.
we're gonna
Okay.
follow third place. I don't like it. There's nothing really exciting here. There's a few gut shot waits where like okay again maybe if you draw a couple magic tiles early on you'll get moving.
Mm,
There's a 4-5-6 Sanchoku opportunity that's not very strongly formed but technically exists. There's door acceptance on the 3-man, which is pleasant, but would be much more pleasant if paired with the rest of a hand that wanted to go. This is the kind of hand that I end up just poking with a stick, being like, "Do something," and then it doesn't.
yeah, I think that's a great assessment.
Yeah. What do we got over here to the right? We got 2-3, which is nice. 7-8-9 Sanchoku opportunity
I
over
was about
here.
to say, I thought you'd look at that and be like, Chanta, just
I
Chanta.
see Chanta. I see Sanchoku. Junchon. Correct. Yeah,
Kurako
Junchon could
says
happen.
he's
Yeah, yeah,
Jin-chan,
yeah.
yeah.
All right. I could see that being real exciting.
I mean, that's an exciting hand. I'm excited for that hand. I'm sad that that's not the dealer's hand, because that's an exciting hand.
Yeah, the deal is. What do we got to go across? We got 4-5-6 and a bunch of not that exciting stuff. See what happens. Hand left excites me. Hand
No,
left is Ishan.
wait, sorry, you say opposite.
Oh,
They've got
Tudor.
Tudor.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They've got Tudor.
yeah.
Yeah, this
Thanks,
is me speeding
Korak.
through. Yeah, thank you for catching it. Tudor is always exciting. That's true. And you can Tanyo this, I guess. I guess this becomes potentially just Tanyo Dora too if you really want to speed it out.
Mm.
That's true. I wasn't thinking. And here on left, 2 3 4
And
6.
this is how you end up throwing the door the first turn.
It is. But this is because I was so excited by this hand on the left that's Ishan 10.
Oh,
Like,
jeez, it is.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
I
I
hadn't
was
even
too
looked at it yet.
busy staring at that.
Oh,
to
look at
notice
that, and
my
look at
door.
that potential three-sided weight as well.
Yeah, yeah. This is not only
That's
is it
the
a
hand.
potential 3-sided weight, but if you get the upgrade on the 7-9, you get 2 3-sided weights. So
That's the hand.
that
That's the
hand
hand.
is the one that looks like it's really awesome.
And that is the hand that will draw no useful tiles until about draw 9, maybe
It's
draw
possible.
12.
This is the hand where like it's rough because you could see someone getting the 3-sided weight and then wanting to do a fast reach on that closed 8 so, which
Ooh.
like it's not a terrible plan, but
It's
I
a
hate
terrible
it.
plan. It's a terrible
hate
plan. I'm telling you now, it's a
Telling you
terrible plan.
It'll
There's
draw
too
1
much
4 turn,
upgrade
yeah, getting stuck
potential.
on his head to take like Richinomi or like Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Korak's been there.
Yeah. Like, are you having trauma here now, Korak? I'm sorry.
All
Do we
right,
need to trigger?
let's see our first 6.
Right, today,
All right,
as you
let's
do, I've got
pause.
raspberry oat milkshake pale ale. I just hate hipsters. They ruin everything. Why can we not just have beer? Why does it have to be an oat milkshake raspberry flavor?
I'm pausing at this reach.
Oh.
So it's interesting. It looks like they let the hand shift a bit to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 8, 9, 9-man weight.
So wait, did Korak entirely call it? It is Richinomi.
They got the one pin. They got Richinomi.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they in 4 turns, and then they get stuck deciding to take the Richinomi. Are you
yeah,
sure
although
this
they
isn't your hand?
finessed it a little bit. The thing that's, I mean, the 9-man weight isn't terrible.
Oh, this is bad, man. Why not wait
Wait,
for the straight?
Correct. Is this actually? Do you remember this game? No, you're just thinking about it. I hope
No.
this isn't a game you specifically were in and remember, because I don't think this is a game with you in it, but I don't know because it's all Armel stuff. But I wouldn't take the reach either. I wouldn't take the reach.
Why not? Why not wait for the straight?
Yeah, yeah. The straight through would give your hand enough value to be worth playing immediately,
I mean,
like instantly.
if you got the 7 pin, I mean, that's
The 7
nuts.
pin gives you reach, pinfu, maybe Ipik, maybe Itsu, which is beautiful. That's 4 Han if you nail it. Even the 9 pin, I take the reach because then it's at least reach Itsu, and then that's at least 3 Han. Yeah, yeah. Either AP.
Oh yeah, okay. And so, that's interesting.
Leaving the 4. Yeah, that's true. Also, if you cut the 9, if you cut the 9. I cut the 8. I cut the 8 to keep the Itsu option open. Keep the 4 because if you get something with the Dora, you're good. And then you got Pinfu and Dora. Yeah, AP nails it. AP nails it.
I agree.
And now what's happened to our other hands here? Our hand has gone nowhere exciting. It looks though like, if I'm reading what they're doing correctly, it looks like they might have decided to fold a little bit, because they've thrown this 6 and 8 and they're holding these wins. Maybe they're saying like, let's hang out and like be ready to fold with the South and North, because I don't see anything good going on here anyway. So maybe they're taking the smart path out.
No, you see, I think that's not smart. You are the dealer. I think you've got to be a little more aggressive.
Now you don't.
No, you've got to be a little more aggressive as the dealer. Otherwise, this is how you let your opportunities go, and you end up being third.
I spent my entire
last meetup. You didn't do anything terribly wrong, but you didn't do it right either.
I had spent my entire last meetup leaning over people's hands and going, Gemma would fold this, regardless of what they had. Gemma would want you to fold that.
I'm telling you, I really think it's the accent. That's why people think that anything I say is worth repeating.
Our poor player to the right, what have they done? They clearly also saw the Sanchoku Junchan opportunity, but they haven't like really made it happen. They've gotten 1, 7, 8, 9 done, and I guess they're just waiting and hoping they can get the rest of it. American Optimist.
Good luck, Chirard. Good luck.
Yeah,
Best to reach you for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see how we handle this. How do we handle this this reach? Yeah,
right,
we're starting to fold from here, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish this. Oof. Well, it ends immediately. Our player across just hucks the 9-man out there and deals into the epots. Did they have any safer options?
Not really.
Not really. I mean, they're not going to throw the 3 or 6-man because obviously no. 9 is an edge tile, so you eliminate Tanyao. That's as safe as the 1 pin. I guess they could have tried the 4 so, because the 7 so had been discarded. Like, that's like marginally safer, but not really tremendously so.
No, I think the 9-man is a fine cut here.
Not
just unlucky. No, just unlucky.
And it's reach epots and Adora gets flipped, so it becomes 3 and 40 for 5,200 to player D. So they got some value out of it after all, out of the flip. I will say, if you have this broad of a tile base, it's not so terrible to hope you get something out of the flip. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3.
But they were relying on epots as well. I'm sorry.
Well, they weren't relying on it, but they did get it.
Okay, but so relying on that to get that 3 hand, so basically it was just 1. I don't know. I wouldn't have done this. I think a little bit more real value, locked in value could have been.
They had so much opportunity
to
build it. They had so much opportunity to build it. Although I say they have 11 different types of tiles in their hand, and there's only 34 types of tiles in the game, so they have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a flip, which isn't so terrible.
Oh, in that, yeah, okay, but still.
Yeah. All right, so now we're back for hand 2. What do we got here in our hand? It's another like chunky hand that has nothing exciting going on. We have Dora acceptance available to us, but nothing really happening.
I feel unless you get something that looks like a 1-2-3 Sandshocker, this is for folding.
Yeah. And our dealer has some incomplete block. They got 8-9. They got 1-2-3. They got 2-3. Again, not a super speedy hand, but they can build a little bit and see where that goes. Across, we got 2-3-5, 3-4-5, 4. We got 3-4-5 Sanshoku option up there. That's not so bad. They got a Dora in there with the 6. Maybe 4-5-6 Sanshoku.
Yeah.
So they got some roots that can grow. Player left has a flush.
They do.
But it's not a close flush. That's a long shot flush. You'd have to push for it. But
just a white dragon or a red dragon drawn, I'd say it's time.
Even having the north as a pair is kind of nice as long as you don't call them, because then you do have a little bit of safety to get out when you want. So we'll see. Let's do our first 6.
So let's do our first 6. The reason I have these pretentious beers is that I thought that I would buy a discounted beer tasting box. It had like 18 beers in it. And I was like, oh, that might be pleasant. I was wrong. I was very wrong. This is how they foist off their beers that no one else wants to drink.
Oh, no.
Their, what was it? Milkshake, raspberry, oat milkshake. It's not even a milkshake. It's an oat milkshake. I mean, jeez, oat milkshake. Sorry if you like oat milk, but I'm one of those full fat cow milk person. Yeah, full fat cow milk.
So we've managed to get ourselves Tempai.
And they've not reached, and I commend them.
Because it's not a good Tempai.
It's not a good Tempai.
But it could become a great Tempai. Oh, no, it could become a... No, it actually, they should have reached. Maybe.
No. Why?
Because they threw a 9-pin already. The only real upgrade to their weight is the 5-pin, and that'll get them into a 3-sided footy 10.
No, but the other upgrade is the 6-pin.
Yeah, which is still pretty good, because that's Dora 2, and that becomes... Then you can throw the 2 and look really cool.
I don't know. I do wonder whether throwing the 8-man and the 2-man was a smart move, because you could have built that out into a 3-sided... Yeah, do you know what? Why did they throw the 9-pin over the 2-pin?
Yeah, when did they do this? They drew the 4. Yeah, that's a bit of an odd throw. I feel like I would have held that. Oh, maybe what they're imagining is that they draw the 4-man... 4-so, I'm sorry. But they have these 1-mans. No, they can't get to Tanya with this. Yeah, that's a surprising pick.
I mean, I guess they think the 5-pin is less likely to come out, but I mean, you can't get this into a pin through shape now. If you'd kept the 9-pin, you could have drawn a 7-pin to get it into a pin through shape.
Yeah. And now it's impossible.
Yeah, you can't get a pin through shape now out of this. So that, I mean, that's such a small error.
Little things add up, though. The other thing that happens if you keep the 9-pin is you can take another 6-pin in by then throwing the 9-pin.
Exactly.
Although I guess you can still take another 6-pin in here if you really want to.
But then you're waiting. But then if you took another 6-pin, if you had 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, then you'd be waiting on the 1-man or the 6-pin. Which I would have said would have been a superior. I mean, it's unlikely a 6-pin's going to come out, but the 1-man might do.
Well, there's already one dead though.
I don't feel like the 3-pin's coming out of this at all, personally.
I don't feel like people are going to be too keen on throwing them because of Suji on the Dora. So, like, people shouldn't be doing that.
No, difficult.
All right, well, let's see what happens here. Interesting. All right, so let's back it up a little bit. So we wait until we have drawn another 4-pin, and then we reach on the 1-man or the 4-pin.
Interesting.
And at this point...
Why was that the point to reach?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, maybe there was a real strong feel that 1-man weight was going to be the tricky weight that wins it for them. And actually, it ends up working. But
it does. I just wonder if they feel like it's gotten so far in the game, they haven't managed to improve their hand. They've made it difficult for themselves to improve their hand. And then they decide to sort of push onto the table. Don't know.
It's a little weird, and they already have a 5, 6, 7 in their discards too, which is like a little
Hmm.
rough. The earlier two mimics look safer to the table. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the
It
2 man
does
might imply that there's nothing.
a little bit, but I wouldn't. I mean, just looking at the discards overall, I wouldn't want to say that a one man was. There's only one left, and there doesn't. So
Like the
there's
8
no
man
real
before the
suggestion
2
that
man.
one
Yeah.
man is good. And more concerning maybe is the player opposite and the player in South Seat. They've thrown honors terminals, and then suddenly this two man comes out, which to me suggests that. And have they? Well, they do have a sort of potential there that they can absorb the one man.
Yeah. And they're each on 10
And
on
yeah,
Pinfu Dora Dora.
so that they've thrown the two man out. That
Possibly
would
Pinfu
mean to me
Tanya Dora
suggest the
Dora.
one man's potential. So I don't know. I mean, if you look only at that individual, maybe the one man kind of looks safe. I don't know. If you look at the table as a whole, I don't think the one man was a safe throw here.
Yeah, I'd be a little worried about it. But for the dealer, the dealer is going to throw the 1 man because it does get them each on 10.
Yeah, and it's not like they've got any safer tiles to throw.
Yeah,
So
it's not an irrational
that's
push
again
by the
this.
dealer.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't ever say that one man was safe. However, I think that was probably the correct throw for the dealer. That's just sucky for them.
Yeah, that's true. Reverse it, 1 man looks really safe. Roan, no flip, so it's again Ricci Dora. 5,200, 3 and 40 here for both starting hands. How many rounds? Okay. And our deal passes, and what do we have now? Our hand is a little exciting. I like this. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't have any Dora, but we have a bunch
This
of stuff.
excites you. This excites you. What
This is the kind of
exciting
hand
thing?
that can move, that can get done into a nice like Pinfu. But
Yeah, but there's no value. It's just ugh.
yeah, but I can Dama it and hang out. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying fold it, but
Oh,
I would
for
still say
once.
keep a safe tile.
Oh yeah. But this guy, now we got a pair of Easts, and East is the Dora, so that's the big hand. The big hand for this game is they can just call that out to victory immediately, and
Yeah.
they probably will if they can. 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 8. They got enough stuff. This hand will probably not languish. They'll probably move. Our current dealer does not have anything that exciting right now. 1, 1, 3, 7, 7, 9, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. And our South Seat, 4, 5, 6 is cool. 2, 3 is cool. 1 Dora jammed in there, which they might end up getting stuck on forever. And that's pretty much it. So let's
Yeah,
see
I mean
what we
that's a really sucky hand. That's the fold hand. South has got the fold hand.
Yeah. 2.
Britannia Ricci is Mangan. I know, but I feel like.
All right, so what have we done? We've parlayed our hand into...
Wait. But go back to when he reaches. Go back to his reach decision.
I mean, this is an obvious decision.
Is it? You see, I would say that's not obvious.
The thing that makes this less obvious to me is Dama, which is probably what you should have done because of Sanchoku.
I mean, Sanchoku, and also I think people will throw that 9 bamboo into your hand, and you are almost the chip leader here.
Yeah. Reaching this is maybe... Well, the 6 so has also been killed pretty hard. So you're going to get the 3 or the 9 most likely. If you get the 3, you can hope to walk these pin tiles over to get a 3, 4, 5 Sanchoku, which would be nice.
I think the hope for a Sanchoku here is pretty far.
It's a 2-step walk. I wouldn't say that's a guarantee, which means that your value is going to be just Pinfu, and maybe Pinfu Tanya, which is 2, which is nice. I don't know if it's worth reaching here, unless you really feel like you're pressuring everyone. Looking at the table, do I feel like I'm going to pressure people away? I don't know. Reach Sumo, Pinfu Tanya, maybe Ura.
I don't like counting for Ura. I mean, I'd be interested to see if people fold. I mean, the problem is you've just made a Richinomi, right? And that unfortunately means that other people might not have so much respect for your Ricci anymore.
Yeah, they might just be like, oh, it's whatever, it's a bad weight, I don't care. Or they might decide that it's foldable. Well, people are saying, sumo is a fine probability here. Because there's what? Well, there's 4 8, 9 tiles you can draw to sumo.
I mean, from my perspective, if I was this person, I've just gotten away with that kind of fairly dirty Ricci Nomi, and it's hit big for me. It's got the Epats and it's got the Dora. I feel like if I put a Dama into this mix, that will really make people a bit scared of me.
Yeah, I love doing that because being on the victim side of it is terrifying. You know, when someone when you play people where you know they get ready, they reach. If they ever get ready, they reach. Then you know when they're ready because they always tell you, right?
Yeah.
But sneaking Damas in can really start making people very paranoid.
Exactly, it can make people very wary,
This is very
and then
playing
they
with
start.
players.
Yeah, they start. Yeah, and you can. I mean, Mahjong is a mind game, unfortunately. I mean, and that's what we're saying. Ricci Mahjong is a mind game, more so than the other rule sets, and that's what makes it a really interesting.
I don't want to discount what people are saying though. I think yeah, there's a good chance of sumoing this. Reach Sumo Pinfu is good. Reach Sumo Pinfu Tanyao is very good. So I don't think a reach is a disaster here. I just feel like there's more potential you can wring out of this hand. So I don't know if I want to lock it in quite yet, but maybe I'm just greedy.
So I guess here the kind of, to summarize the judgment, the Ricci is fine. But the Ricci is not obvious. Do you see what I mean? If anyone looks at this hand and tells you, "Oh, this is an obvious reach," I would heavily disagree. If you choose to Ricci that because you want to care about the points, or you want to, you think there's going to be, you're more confident about the sumo, etc., that's fine. That's a great reach. However, there is a question about whether to reach this hand or not. And I think either Dama or Ricci are both fine choices.
With the Dora, if there's Dora in this hand, then it would be, well, assuming it was staying Pinfu Tanyao Dora, then yeah, it's a 3-Han Dama, which is a much stronger argument for Dama than just a 2-Han Dama, or a 1-Han Dama if you get the 9. Oh, let's see what comes of this.
Well, I mean, let's see if people react to the reach, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. Our player here.
I mean, so the player on the right can't react, surely.
Yeah, they can.
Well, no, but they've got 2 Dora. I would not react. I would.
Oh, I mean, they could throw this 2-pin, but it looks like they're looking to get ready to call that east. Oh no, there's no red 5s here. It looks like they're getting ready to call that east and throw something to be Tenpai on the 3-pin. So it looks like they're pushing forward.
I throw the 2-pin personally, I guess.
But then you can't call and be ready. It's a challenge. The 2-pin's hard safe, which is nice.
Right, but if you draw the 3 bamboo, then you're ready.
2, 3,
I don't know. I feel like keeping those bamboos would be a bit safer.
That's true.
And the 2-pin is hard safe.
Yeah, and the 4-pin at least has one side from the 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could play that side. Our dealer throws a hard safe tile. So our dealer maybe is just like, I'm not ready and I don't want to be stupid here.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have anything there. So, yeah. I mean, and they're not that far behind. We look at it, 2-4.
10 or 11,000 points is not insurmountable, so they're going to bail.
Nothing.
Our player here to the left, they don't really have anything super hard safe. They have a Dora, they have a Dragon that hasn't come out. They throw a 9-pin, which looks to me like they're attempting. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal.
I mean, they could throw a 2-pin hard safe.
If they wanted, they're pushing.
Yeah, if they wanted to really fold out, that's the way to do it. Yeah.
Nope. And so yeah, player left ends up. Yeah, wow. They throw the 9-pin, they throw the Dragon that hadn't come out, and then they throw the 9. So they just charge straight ahead into it. But they've been charging straight ahead since they threw these 6-0s earlier too. They charge straight ahead into it. We win, and we get Reach Pinfu for 2,000. Cheap win. No flip.
I mean, if someone's going to play like that, I don't think, it doesn't matter if you demo or reach.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. That's not very ideal. See, I knew this hand was good. Oh boy, this is very exciting. So we have down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's pretty cool. 1 4-pin's cute because, well, the 4-pin gives us 3-pin Dora acceptance, which is fine. 1, 2, 4, 5. We got raw material down here. This could easily go into a hand, but it won't be. It doesn't seem like it's a strong hand. Well, 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku could happen. 2, 3, 4 Sanchoku could happen. So that's what I'd probably be looking at.
I think this is the awkward hand, no, because it looks like it's got value.
It needs some very specific tiles.
Yeah, it's going to take a long time to get there. You're going to put your investment, your investment into it, and then it's going to screw you over because you're going to throw a tile, thinking because you put so much investment into it that the hand is worth more than it is. Whereas if you've got an open Sanshoku, I love Sanshoku, even open Sanshoku Dora, it's still not worth very much, considering the points on the table to you. You don't need to win 2,600 points here.
That's true. That's true. It's not necessary. Yeah, it's interesting.
I'd be, I feel like this is the kind of hand, again, I'm not talking to someone who plays like this, who plays very well sometimes, but this is the kind of hand I overinvest in, right? I get to 6 draws and I'm kind of one away from a Sanshoku, and then I can't fold it. Like, I'm overly invested in not much value.
When we got to the right, we got 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 1, 3, 4, a bunch of shrapnel here again. Maybe you draw good tiles, maybe you don't.
This is not the hand to push
There's a Dora
again.
in it, but I'm not gonna miss that again like a fool. But like that almost makes it worse, where it's like now I've got this tile jammed in here that I can't throw. I like hand across. I got 4 9s. We got a concealed con right off the bat, which is.
But you know what? That hand might be this time for this player to sort of claw some of this loss back.
Maybe.
That's not terrible, that hand.
And it's really close to being a flush.
Exactly. I'd push for a flush.
Maybe you do something exciting there. We got these Wests.
I mean, you could have a Jin-chan. Or not a Jin-chan, Chanta.
You could do Chanta, yeah. Yeah.
We got 1, 2, 3, Sanshoku Chanta.
Push for gates. Push for gates. Yes. We'll see. And then our dealer has 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So that's a Dora, a straight, 3, 4. They've got 3, 3, 5, 7, 7, 8, man. Like, this is the raw material that might turn into a quick Tanya Dora hand, which is far more worth pushing into when you're the dealer. And
it's not a bad start.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
you've got your Dora happily locked into a set there. Love it. Love it.
A good start. Let's see where we go. Oof! Immediate concealed con from player across. They do not care.
I mean, I'm gonna, I know we diss the can, but this can I might do. Oh no, I wouldn't actually. No, because I got an 8-man. Look, if that was a 5-man and you had immediately canned it, I'd be like, no, what are you doing?
I have such mixed feelings about that con, because you're right, it's an edge tile, right? So you're not really, not really. I don't know.
Yeah, and he does draw. Sorry, I don't know his heat. They do draw an 8-man. Kind of evidencing.
I think they threw the 9-pin out of it, didn't they? Or they threw the 9-pin after it, which is now new Dora.
The 8-man came later. Yeah, but they canned the 9-man right straight out of the gate.
Yeah, right immediately, which I so wouldn't. I don't know. It's so bold. It's bold, and I respect the boldness. I don't know if it's the greatest move, but maybe they're just like, well, I'm tied for last. Yeah, the shade. That's the problem. The rest of the hand is so not good yet. Like, it's just not. You got to wait. You almost want to wait and see what everyone else is feeling about this hand, because also flipping Dora can be a huge pressure on people at the right time, and I really love just waiting to see if I want to really upend this hand, or if I want to just hang out and keep these tiles to myself. Or if I draw, so I might end up incorporating this like 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9. Yeah. Like, I might even incorporate all 4.
And Kaya just points out, your heart would die seeing the pin Dora. Like, I feel like we remember all the times that Dora flipped and it was really good for us, and we're like, yes, this is it, all the Dora. And we forget all the times where it betrays you, and the betrayals are far more frequent than the moments of ecstasy.
So we have gotten ourselves into reach. This is another time where it's like, I'm not quite sure why we took this reach, mostly because we are once again so close. Well, it's not us, I'm sorry, it was player left last time. But we're so close to Itsu, and maybe I just love Itsu too much. But I feel like we're so close to it.
You do love it a little more than maybe you should. I mean, this one I don't feel there's an obvious upgrade, so I'm a little bit more happy with the and also
it's a 2-sided weight still.
And this time you get 2 Dora flips.
Yeah. Taking advantage of the extra flip is worth it. It's a 2-sided weight, so it's not so bad.
I'm more on board with this reach than I was with his first reach.
The only upgrade for this that I can see is a 4-man for Tanyao, which is kind of not very likely. And then there's 2 tiles away to get it to Pinfu, which is also not very likely.
The straight's gone as well, because the 9-man.
Oh, that's true. So the 9-man's dead, so I know my straight's dead. And so because I know my straight's dead, Yeah, where else am I going to take this really at this point? It's
And
Pinfu, I guess, but that's like a 2 tile upgrade. You need to get the Pinfu.
and also your dealer is your nearest competitor who has proven themselves quite happy to throw into
Yeah, they chucked
most of
that 5, 6, 7
nonsense.
pretty hard.
And secondly, you don't want them to continue their dealership because that might lose you your first place.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this reach.
Yeah.
It looks shit. It's not beautiful Mahjong, but I'm okay with it.
It's not the, but again, I think the 2-sided weight means if your goal, what is your goal here is the question, right? If your goal is to acquire as many points as possible, this reach isn't really helping. But if your goal is to get a win, I think it's a solid attempt. If you just want to move the game on, yeah, bump the dealer, get a little bit more points to solidify your weight a little bit. Yeah, it's a good weight.
So Chirel, sorry, correct. Also says 10 man also gives Tanya. See, I would argue this is not a good weight. I do not like central weights. If this was a 1-4 weight or a 6-9 weight, so that people are more likely to throw the 1s and 9s to me, especially in the way Western players play. If I'm playing at top room 10, however, this will not work. But if I'm playing, average Western players, yeah, I think that having a 1 or 9 as part of your weight is better. 3-6, I don't know. I wouldn't like to say this is a good weight. It's an acceptable weight.
It's a statistically fine weight. There's enough tiles on the table that can complete your hand, so it's not like there's just one left. Like there's from that number, it's pretty all right. But it's true that you're not going to be convincing. People aren't going to be convinced to throw those tiles because they're generally going to be seen as a little dangerous.
And they might be using them themselves.
Yeah, they might also be using them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The 1s and the 9s, either if they manage to use them, they have to keep them. They have to manage to use them, or they have to throw them to me. That's the only options left to them. Whereas 3 and the 6, they're quite easy to use. So
that's a good question. Let's see where we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6. All right. Wow. No one has thrown in.
I do want to just say that I'm actually quite starting to enjoy the oat milkshake strawberry beer. It's actually quite good. About halfway through, it's all right.
Our dealer has seen fit to hurl 5-pin 3 times, which is...
They just have a point. They have a point here.
That was after the reach. They hurl the 5-pin next to the reach tile. I guess once they've gotten away with it, sure, why the heck not? But jeez, buddy, and it's adjacent to the. Oh, no, it's not adjacent, but it's pretty close to a door. It's both doors. Yeah, wow, you do not know fear.
Korak says, "Hold on, we're holding on, Korak. I want to hear your input." I think there's a choice for left prayer. Okay, go back to the first 5 pins this time.
Yes, that's true. Right here. Left player could have ponged 7-pin, which would have gotten them Tempai on Tanya.
They should have ponged that 7-pin.
On the 3 and 7. Yeah,
exactly. If you're going to start hurling 5 pins straight after the reach, pong the 7.
I feel like they have in their head. This is another one of those weird cases where people get vision. Again, I'm imagining what they might be imagining, but they have this fantasy that I'm going to draw the 9-pin or the 6-pin, and I'm going to be able to reach this. And I think they're fixated on that. And yeah, the 7. This is the point where someone else is in reach. There's one 6-pin on the table. We don't know where the rest are, but this isn't the time. This isn't the time to dream of your better hand if you're pushing. It's your time to fold, but you've clearly decided not to fold because you've hurled these 5, you just aggressively flung these 5 pins. So yeah, it's time to go. And if 5-pin passes, probably 8-pin will pass. You have at least the Suji force there on your side that I think is rational.
And you can see 3 7-pins.
Yeah, you can see 3 of the 7-pins, so the 7-9 weight is unlikely. Do it. Now's your time. And
they should have called the 7-pin.
And let's see where this finishes up then. 3. Oh, here they get a second shot at the 7-pin from our player in reach and pass it up again. Even though now we're getting down to end of hand. Now we're getting to the point where it's you might want to be Tempai just to be Tempai.
Right. I think they're really scared of the 8-pin. That 5-pin, no fear, but the 8-pin is what's frightening them.
And so now they chi the 6, 7, 8. Now, finally, at the very end, To be fair, this does let them throw the incredibly safe 7 as opposed to the potentially dangerous 8. So I'm gonna give them a benefit on that. And now they're 10 behind, but they got real lucky. They had this opportunity come back after all of this. But then they throw it anyway on their next discard because they get the 6-0. Yeah, that's. I mean, to be fair, no, because if they'd ponged instead of cheat, they wouldn't have been the one to draw it. But all of that is a little wishy-washy. Like, they got real lucky. They got that final opportunity to push because that was rough. And our player wins, and they flip 1 Dora to get Reach Dora for just 2,600, 40 and 2. Extends their lead a little and takes it from the nearest competitor, though. So that's like a 6,200 point swing on their nearest competitor. It would have been a sumo had they pawned. Yeah, that's true. It would have been a sumo. Depends on which pawn. But that's a little rough. Some iffy pushes here. And now we're in South round already. We're the dealer. We got a pair of South. We got some other tile. This hand actually strikes me as let's go. Because we got a pair of South. We got other pairs we can pong. We got something we can call. Like, we got to move. We might as well just push it like a crazy.
Yeah. I'm the dealer, so I'm not gonna object.
Our player right has 2, 6, 8, pair of Easts, 2, 3, meh. I don't like it. That's my signature noise. Meh. Our other 2 players are each stuck with 1 of the Dragon Dora, which is so frustrating. Player across also 7, 8, 9 Sanchoku.
Okay, I would like to know whether our player in North is going to go for Kokshi.
East, West, Haku, Hatsuchi. They got 2 of the hots, and that's the worst one to have 2 of.
I mean, hopefully they go for a flush.
Yeah, I'd say the flush is something to look at here. Might as well.
But I'm just interested if they go for Kokshi.
You're gonna eye Kokshi for them. All right, let's see where we go with our first 6.
I've seen some interesting Kokshi pushes recently in my life. So. Okay, fair enough. They didn't. They hate flushes as well.
Yeah, we are throwing our honors. And
the
Dora goes first before the other non-Dora.
Well, if you've decided that direction, that's the right way. That's the right order.
But if that's how you're playing, you should choose that direction? First. It should be very.
Yeah, why do that direction? Did someone say Kokshi? Hey, Kaya, was it you? Was it you with the crazy Kokshi?
Maybe.
Yeah, 6 start is kind of memey if they go for it. Do you know what? It's the kind of BS that
has worked for me. I wouldn't advise it as a strategy, but it has worked for me.
Yeah, I mean, see, but not in this position.
Maybe
Dave will not commit to.
Look, my one Armel season, I got 2 Yakuman in back-to-back seasons, and one of them was a brutally forced Kokchi that I was just like. I think in the middle of that, I was like, "Wait, am I the dealer? I shouldn't be doing this." It was one of those, like,
you're playing really good Mahjong when you say, wait, am I the dealer?" Yeah. You're really switched on that game.
It was dumb. Don't do it. Our hand, we've done exactly what I was thinking we were going to do. We called our Souths. We're just rushing for it. We're going to make it happen, and we're each on 10 right now, which is fine.
Yeah, great. No problems.
Player right has those. I love these 3 Easts to our right. I love them because they're so safe. And so we can push forward, or we can fall back as we see fit. And we're each on 10. And 6, 7, 8 is probably not going to become a Sanchoku, but it could.
I know you have to find another pair somewhere.
Yeah, it's not easy. That's not easy.
No.
We're each on 10. We got a lot of safety built into our hand. I like that. I like seeing that. Across 7, 7, 7, 3, 3 has not found their legs yet. Like, looking at their discards, it's not like they screwed this up. They just have not gotten any raw material.
Probably wanted to get rid of that red dragon, the Dora.
Yeah, I would have probably thrown that at the same go around that my buddy the snowplow over there did, because he is clearing everything out of the way. And then here on the left, we have 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9. We got an Itsu potential, but it's 3 tiles away. The flush is still maybe live, so flush Itsu with the Hatsas would be pretty cool, but we don't have another set. We have that 5, 6, 7 hanging out. This is just rough spots.
Mm.
So let's see where we go. There we go. Yep, we make our hand real quick. We call the 5s, we snag the 1 from across, and we get south. Just south, 1,500 points.
Not complain, and that's the kind of way to like the 1-4 weight. That's the way.
Yeah, because the one will probably come out. We get a continuance. We're able to keep going. Good for us. Let's look at what's going on here. Wow. All right, so we have a not so great time. I like the 5-6 because it's got door. It's two-sided, but the rest of our hand's kind of scattershot, and we'll see where we go. Player right, 3, 4, 5. I like that. I don't like the rest of it. I like player across. We got 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 7, 8, 9 pin. Like, oh yeah, let's see if we can parlay that into something meaty because that is where the beef is this hand. And our player to the left has another terrible like. Oh, I was thinking of Kokshi, but definitely not. They do have a door in there, which is nice, and it's a two-sided door to complete. But I don't love it.
Wait, unless both seat from it, but I'll frequent go for dragons.
I think people like dragons.
But unless it's both the seat and the prevailing wind, so it has to be double. But if it's your seat wind, do you know what, Kaya? You're probably picking up a vibe from another sort of. I'm not sure where you play commonly, but I think a lot of Japanese players would do similar, and the reason for that being that their seat wind, for example, not the prevalent, but the seat wind is fairly safe. So if someone reaches and you've got 2 of your seat winds, you can throw those quite happily and safely.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm not sure what kind of games you watch frequently or where you play, but just a suggestion, maybe you're picking up that style from them, maybe without kind of knowing where that style is coming from. Maybe, I don't know.
Dragons are more universally dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, or universally worth grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see where we go. We still have a bunch more rounds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, here we go. So what's happened? Interesting. So we have not really made much headway at all with this hand. Yeah. Passing a call is often a very safe move because then
But I mean, if you let it go, then and let's say it's a dragon, then there's only 2 chances. There's only 2 tiles that make that finish that group to get you the Yaku. So pass it. So like letting 1 go past means you maybe have waived that chance to ever get that Yaku or that hand. So it's long conversations about when you should and shouldn't pawn a dragon.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking at our hand and I'm just sad.
Kanchan hell.
I'm sad about our hand. Nothing good has happened. Yeah, nothing good has happened here, and we're just sitting here, and it sucks.
And even worse, you're throwing tiles that could be your safe tiles.
Yeah. I would be very hesitant to throw that north, and to throw that Haku, or rather the Hots actually. Haku hadn't come out yet, so maybe fine with like the Hots. Because those things are going to be safe. I'm going to need them later because nothing good is happening to me here.
Yeah, they're really messy, unfortunately for you.
Over to my right, we got 4, 4, 6, 6, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. This also doesn't. I guess Suanko? Like we got some value.
No. It's difficult because on the side. I mean, you've got a Rianpeiko chance, maybe.
Maybe
you have a Sancho. I don't know.
You got an Ipeko chance. You got a Tanyo chance. You got a.
I like this,
chance.
and it probably more
Chitoi
probable
chance
is a 3 pawns.
Sanako. Yeah. If you get that other 5, you could then like reach on the 4 or 6 and on Sumo at Sanako. And Chitoi is still a thing. Your Tanyo Chitoi is not bad.
There's a lot of options. I quite like that. I quite like what's happening there.
Across has not gotten any pin tiles. It's just always what happens. I think they got 1. I think I got a second 7. That's always what happens when you get a great hand like that. You just never see any tiles of that suit again. They've gotten rid of their honors, though, so it looks like they've kind of abandoned the idea of a flush, which makes me a little sad because they really should keep that dream alive.
I mean, you've got some points you need to make up at this point, so yeah.
Yeah. Sandoku. Sandoku's hard. And our player
The
here, oh man,
SDK. We're an SKK server. We look down on the SDKs.
even 1-3 men give a chance for June. Yeah, yeah, that's true. And they left that out. They let that go. Which is again, the fact they hold the 6-7-9 set is weird to me.
Yeah, they don't seem quite convinced by
Yeah.
what they're doing
A
themselves.
lot of people, I think a lot of people. Part of the reason I'm so big on Chanta, I think a lot of people don't really consider it. Like they wrote it off a long time ago as something they're never going to do. Chanta and Junchan.
Right, but if you're not going to do the Junchan, why keep the 9 anyway?
Why keep the 9 anyway? Yeah, you might
it's
as well
just
get rid
such
of
a
the 9.
waste of a tile.
Yeah. Over here we have another flirtation with Itsu, and this is also Ishan 10 right now. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6. With the right draws, this could definitely. If what I would love to see happen here is, I draw the 5 so, I throw the Chun and I Dama.
Waiting on the 3 and the 6.
And then I get the 1 so, and I can upgrade to full Itsu and then reach it on reach Pinfu Itsu Dora 1, which would make that would make me very happy if that happened. I just maybe I like Itsu too much. Maybe I'm just
you might do. I mean, I would prefer to get the 5 pin.
Getting the 5 pin would be pretty sick actually.
And then maybe find my pair. I'll have to wait on the pair for the 6 and the 9 bamboo and have.
Well, if I get the 5 pin, I can get rid of the Chun.
Ruchi.
I can get Ipeko. I can get Pinfu. I can get Tanyao if I'm lucky. Yeah. Let's see where we go in our next 5. Oh my god. So let's hold up at the reach here. So at first I thought we were almost getting to Ryonpeiko, but we instead got an extra 9 so, which has become our pair, and then the extra 5 pin.
And they drew the 5 pin. That was my dream. They've achieved Gemma's dream.
It's either reach Pinfu Dora Dora or reach Pinfu Dora Dora Ipeko.
Yeah.
Or at max Haneman, reach Sumo Pinfu Dora Dora
Ipeko. Or the Ura. There's an Ura here as well.
I can't even count Ura beforehand, but I think this is a pretty solid play here to make some value. So.
I'm sorry if people can hear "Row, row, row the boat" being sung behind me. I'll try and close the door, maybe.
The only thing that sucks is there are only 4 tiles that can make it for you right now because 2 of your. So you can see a 4 pin. A 4 pin's a door indicator. You can see 2 7s, so that's 4 of them. But I still don't see anything else you do here. Like you could Dama this, I guess, but like it's not improving, and you need points. So okay. I feel like this is a win.
Row, row, row your boat.
So I'm hoping our hand responds by folding. Child or cat.
It could be either me or Dave. And the child and the cat probably sound quite similar.
Yeah, no, that's true. We'll see. Let's see who folds. I feel like we should fold.
Fold.
I feel like our player to the right can at least throw if they really want to hold their reservations, they could throw this Chun. See what happens.
Exactly. Easy.
They don't have many hard safe tiles anyway. They have these 4 so's, which again, they have any evidence at all that there's less than total danger on them.
But if you throw the Chun, then you're going to get to see.
Yeah, you can see what happens.
You can see more. You know how many 1, 2. You get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you get 3 more tiles, right, to see what happens.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't have been had to count that out. That was embarrassing.
Let's see where we go. We go 1, 2. All right, so we finished our 6. So what's happened here? Our player across just threw 2 so's forever. They threw them from inside their hand, so that meant they kept draw. Oh, they drew a 5 pin. Oh, this is before the reach. They drew another 2 so and then swappy-doppied out their old 2 so. And then they threw a 9 man and threw the 2 so again because they knew it was safe at that point. It looks like we've been trying to play it safe. We threw our hard safe. We threw our 7. We threw our west. And we threw our 1 so after the player to our right threw the 4 so. So now there's 7 and 4 out. So we feel a little more confident.
And there's all those 2s as well.
Yeah, the 2s are pretty dead. Like we
feel
pretty good
2s and 3s,
about it.
yeah. 2 mana is safe here. 2 mana is safe here. Thanks, Korak.
Yeah, 2 mana is safe here. Yeah, so it looks like
they could have played a hard safe. Yeah, They could have played a bit. They could have
Oh,
played.
that's true. They could
They
have
could have
broken it.
played safer. Yeah. What technical term here is? Swappy doppy.
Swappy doppy. A lot of swappy doppy. Yeah, this is rough though because like, ugh, ugh. The 3-so is pretty safe now, which is nice because the 6s come out from the reach and the 2s are very dead.
Mm.
So like you can feel pretty good about the 3.
And you can see 3 of the 4s.
Yeah, yeah. Well, player right can see 3 of the 4s.
Oh, sorry. Are we talking about me? Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Me, like the Haku's a little scary.
But
No
the
pin
two
tiles have
man's,
come out from the reach.
yeah,
The 2-man is what I really need to be
the
throwing.
2-man,
Oh, I've
yeah.
thrown a Haku before, so at least one has come out. It's not too terrible.
No, 2-man, 2-man, 2-man.
All right, let's watch our next 6.
Sorry, I wasn't sure which seed I was singing at when Dave was talking because I was,
3, 2, yeah.
I was just staring into the depths of poor South's hand here.
All right, so, oh no! This is a very fast end to this hand. Our player across manages to draw themselves into the Itsu, and they lock in the Itsu and they reach, and then our poor original reach player immediately deals in for reach, Epot's, Pinfu, Itsu, Dora,
It's the
which is
Ochik.
Hanemon, and no flick. Oof.
It's not so bad actually. It really isn't. I was really rude about it, but it's okay.
You were really rude
Raspberry
about
Pi
it. You were really rude
causes
about
us.
it.
I was rude. I'm not sure if this is an
that is
American
rough.
brew.
That is unfortunate, player left. You didn't deserve that fate, but you got that fate.
I don't know. Did they not deserve that fate?
Oh, they had a good
Like
reach.
they may not have deserved it for this hand.
Oh, for their
but
earlier
for some
crazy
of their-
play, maybe a little bit, yeah.
Exactly, and I think that's the problem, right? Like the point at which you get punished may be the point at which you're playing well, but it's the a karma from the previous accumulated, not poor play, but maybe suboptimal play.
Maybe. No one ever deserves that fate.
No one ever deserves Mahjong, but here we are, kids.
It's true. Oh, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on here. Let's see what we got. We have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty cool. We got 2 sets complete right off the bat, but the rest is kind of scattershot. There's also not much value here, but it's South 2, so maybe we want to push it and see if we can push the game to an end if our hand gives us a little bit of speed. Our dealer has 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 9, 9, 9. They've got some hot Junchan potential in here. And some Pinfu potential too. I like it.
This is the Mahjong I choose to believe in.
Also, they have a home for the Dora. I like it. Across is just sad. I don't see anything good happening there. Maybe I should be more optimistic. We got 5, 6. We got 8, 9, 8, 9, 3, 4. Don't love it. And player left is just garbage.
Yeah, will they go for Kokshi now?
Kokshi, yeah, maybe Kokshi is the right answer for them because nothing else will be good. So let's see. No, they're not going for Kokshi. Wait, let's stop here. All right, so yeah, we have just gotten our hand to Tenpai and called a Chun. We want to be out of here. We do not want this to continue. Waiting on a 3-6 pin right now, and could upgrade to a 3-sided weight if we get a lucky draw. So, oh no, we can't because it won't matter because it'll just be a sumo. So whatever, we're fine, we're good. Yeah. Our dealer 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8, 6, 6, 8, 8. Ugh. They're so close to like something. What an awkward hand they have right now.
I think they should probably go for Toy Toy.
They could try call Toy Toy. They could try for Chitoy. They're Ishanten on Chitoy now. The 4 pin is probably the tile I want to get rid of no matter what. Although I might only be saying that because the 6 pin is very red.
Yeah, does look a bit red.
Across, we got 4, 5, 5, 6, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 3, 3. Okay, so we're actually Ishan 10 across, but it's Ishan 10 on pretty much nothing. It would be Reach Dora right now, which is not so great.
Mm.
But if we get the right draw, we could move towards Tanyao. It's possible. It's just we risk getting stuck with a 3-sided weight shape having thrown the 9-man, which is not so awesome.
Mm.
Over to the left, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5. We got a Dora jammed in here. We got one. This is not going anywhere. And at this point, they should be ready to fold this because nothing good is going to happen. But then again, they're in last, so maybe they need to get some points.
Yeah, but they've got a dealership still.
That's true, so they can wait.
They don't need to bleed more points out.
They can afford to wait.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what happens. Nope, it happens real quick. So our dealer throws the 4-pin like I thought, and then draws a 7-man, which is awesome, and throws a 6-pin like they should probably at that situation, and deals into a 1-han hand, which isn't that big of a deal. But man, this hand for the dealer is so close to like Rion Peiko, Chitoi. Like there's so many things this hand could be. I love it, and I'm sad for them.
Yeah, I don't. I ain't got any better advice for what they did.
No.
I mean, there's no obvious. It's not obvious that us in North is ready. So.
It's not brutally obvious. We threw a Dora though.
Yeah, okay, maybe it is fairly obvious.
We called the Chun and threw a Dora, which should make it clear that we're ready. But what are we ready on? You know? And what do I do as a dealer right now? Do I break up my hand I mean, maybe I throw like a 9-so. The one thing I could say is maybe I throw the 9-so here. Because I don't see any way my hand goes where I don't throw one. I guess Toy.
But it's your last dealership. And folding here is accepting third or last.
Yeah, and you can't do that. You can't do that. Once it looks good as anyone will see. Yeah. So 1,000 points, bumped off your deal. This is another potential fast hand for us. We got 2 Chuns, we got 2, 3, 4, we got 7, 8. We got a little bit of other crap we can work through. 4 is the Dora.
This player ended up in 3rd place?
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this happens. Like, they're doing really well here. Like, I didn't agree with some of the stuff they did at the beginning. 3. But they were just warming up, and now I feel like they're really in their stride. Like, is there a point, and this is a good question actually for all of us in our playstyle, is there a point in the game where you are the top stack and you start to switch off?
Never.
Of course we all do, because, you know, we're like, oh, we're winning. I can just quickly check my phone if I'm playing online, or you start getting cocky. I don't know. I wonder if, like, having got some sorry if you're seeing scene here, but you know, it's possible. I definitely feel like that. Like, I'm really motivated, you know, I want to get up to first, and then once I'm there, I am vulnerable to the blue shell of my own cockiness.
It can happen. I
can switch off. Like, I can if I'm playing online, all the other distractions of my life start to intrude more, because I've achieved the thing that I sat down, which was to start winning the Mahjong, and my brain's like, oh, you're starting to win the Mahjong, Gemma, that's okay. Well, then I can start thinking about this thing at work, and that email you should reply to, blah blah blah, and my brain slowly gets out of that competitive state and starts letting the mundane creep in. Hey, what if I won more? And that's the right attitude to what if I won more points?
What if I won more points?
Cocky, yeah.
What if I won
it's
more
cocky,
points?
But that's better than my problem, I think.
The other hands around here don't look that thrilling to me. We got 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. The dealer's hand is pretty okay to start. This hand on the right, nothing really. And a hand to the left also, nothing really. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so the times when you throw the blue shell at the first place just stops to get you in. I definitely think there's a blue shell in Mahjong. It's not as well articulated, but it exists. It definitely exists.
So our dealer now is at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So our dealer's Ishan 10 and looking pretty solid with the Dora in there. 5. The 5-pin throw out of this hand is weird. Yeah, what did we do? Well, let's work our way down to us.
Players tunnel vision Honitsu. I agree,
Quite possibly,
Korak.
yeah. Because why are you keeping the worst 3/5 man weight?
Why
Um,
not further north?
and the 3 also. Let's back. Well, let's look at our hand in a second. I want to talk about the other two, and we'll go back. To the right, we got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 2, 3. It's progressing, but not incredibly rapidly. To the left, we got 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 5. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7 is nice. So that's progressing. It's Ishan 10, but they really want the 3-pin and nothing else. So let's see these two throws. What do we do here? So in this moment, we decide we have 2, 3, 3, 4, 7, 8. Where we flatten out the 2, 3, 3, 4 to keep 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, which
Yeah, I'm with Korak. The 3 bamboo
seems a
throw here is.
little. Again, we should probably get rid of this north if we're playing this hand. If we're playing this hand
Yeah.
expecting to call the Chun, we should throw the north and not get rid of that because, yeah, future Dora acceptance is important.
Yeah, and then surely your Ishan 10 as well.
Yeah,
You're one
but
away. If you throw the north, you're one away.
we're one away if we throw the 3 also, to be fair, because we can do either of these sets. So it's not that
That's
terrible.
true. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But
still...
yeah, it was a little not with forethought. We throw the 9 because we don't want it. And then we get this other Dora, which we would love to replace this ugly 3/5 set with another set overlapping the Dora.
I mean, and are they tunnel visioned on 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku? Is that the problem here?
No, because if they are, then they immediately throw this 5-pin and kill it. Over the north. Again, like we're not even throwing the north. Like if this is what I'm playing here, I should be throwing this north now because this hand's gonna go one of two ways. If I draw the Tenpai and I want to take the Tenpai, which I'd have to reach, I can throw this Dora, which makes me sad. But fine.
What?
I'm Tenpai and if I'm Tenpai and I'm reaching, I can throw the Dora. If I call the Chun, I can throw this 2-3 and keep the Dora as my pair as I complete these other two sets, I guess. Which also isn't awesome, but I can do it. But I feel like throwing this 5 just takes me in a really bad place now. Because now I've killed one of my incomplete sets. So now I'm further away from ready than I should be. Because I held that north. Again, yeah, even if I had a Honitsu Fantasy, 2 norths are out. Like, nothing is happening with this north. And yeah, maybe this player's just imagining they're going to be styling on them with a slick Honitsu. But it's pushing way too far, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Dave plays 51 worldwide games. I didn't realize the time was 5 seconds. That's exciting.
Is that on the online play?
I don't know, but 5 seconds is exciting for a beginner.
In solo play, there's no turn timer.
Oh, is there no turn timer there?
They get a 6-man.
Dave knows. Gemma does not know.
So hold up. So we quickly get to the point where our player left here does reach. This sucks, and I don't know why they do it, because it's just reach Ipeko, it's just 2. Maybe they feel like they can't do any better, but I feel like you can always do a little better. You can get to Tanya, you can do something, like... This is maybe not the smartest reach they could be doing.
I don't know. I feel like they're angry and upset.
Yeah, they're probably super frustrated. The one-so discard is a problem. The one-so discard prevents them from...
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Why is that the problem?
Because they can't...
Oh, I'm thinking if you get like a 5-pin or something, if you can move the other side over, you can get rid of that 1 pin.
They'd be better off having 1-3 over 1-2. I wasn't watching their discard.
Oh yeah, well the 1-3 is a much easier
I'm not sure what
upgrade
the
than
order.
the 1-2.
I'm not sure what the order was on that, so I wasn't paying attention, to be honest, to that order.
Yeah, the 1-3 is much more easily upgradable than the 1-2, even though the 4s are kind of in use now with the Dora. And yeah, the 1-3 would let them upgrade with the Dora into 3-4, which is awesome. So yeah, that 1-2 maybe should have been taken out instead.
I was doing exactly what I tell you I do when I'm tall stack. Even when I'm vicariously tall stack, I start thinking, I need to book my holiday cottage.
Yeah, this moment is where they should have cut this 1-2 pin. Or at least the 1 pin.
Easy.
At least the 1 pin.
The 1 pin. Yeah, that was an error.
Because the Dora could come in here.
Well spotted, correct. Yeah. The 1 pin is was the right discard there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird. Why would you throw the 1 bamboo? That, like, the efficiency's just poor there.
Yeah. And so now we got a situation. We're waiting on just the 3-pin. But what happens? What happens to us as the dealer? Is this where we throw the north and finally decide we're going to do something? Or what happened to our seat? I should say. Our dealer is not yet Tenpai either. Our dealer is Ishan 10. So let's finish out our 6.
I'd love to see. They must throw the north, right?
No, we throw a hard safe 3-man, which we didn't need in our hand anyway.
I mean, the north is pretty hard safe.
The north is also hard safe. Our dealer now reaches on west only. A
Good.
wait on the west.
Love it. I love it.
Reach Dora.
I love it.
Now we
thanks,
north.
Korak. This is the weight. This is the weight that dreams are made of.
And they sumo it. I don't know. It's a crafty weight, that's for sure. But they sumo it.
Love it.
And they flip Dora, so it's reach, sumo, Dora, dealer Mangan, 12,000, and an extra couple from the reaches.
Now they're in first, which is really interesting that the two players that are holding the first and second, one of them's now in last, and one of them is now fighting in second.
Yeah. It's really
I feel sorry for the North player because they've not really done much. I'd be interested to see where they end up in all of this.
They haven't really done that much at all, which is a little disappointing. So 2-man Zadora. Our hand is a 7-8-9 Sanshoku, I guess. It's the only thing I see going on in there. Otherwise, it's just garbage. To the right, we got 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 min. 7, 8. We have 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku potential to the right, actually, as well. Our dealer has a giant mess. They've got a door jammed in there.
And that's okay. Look at their points now.
Yeah, they've got all the points, which is the best part of that mess. But and our player to the left, 2, 3, 6s, 8s, 9. It's like a hand that's pretty close to complete, but it's not valuable. So like, what are you gonna do there other than just bump this dealer off the top and hope to get into third by getting above 19k? It's not that easy. So let's see what we get. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Just draw Dora. I wish I could just draw Dora.
Just draw Dora.
That's my strategy. Just draw Dora. Hold up, Dave. Hold up.
He did.
He drew Dora.
Who drew Dora? No one's drawn Dora. Draw Dora and go 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku. It looks like.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Why can't I see it?
Wait, he drew the door and then he threw it. He drew a Dora and immediately threw it because what a stupid tile that is.
I was only looking in their hands. I wasn't looking in the discard pool.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that at all. He was just like, that's a dumb plan for idiots. I'm not doing that. Oh no.
And they get the 4-man, so they could have used it.
Oh no, why? Why would you do this? I mean, the only thing they've got going, you know why? Because I bet they look also tunnel visioned on a flush. They look like they're really pushing that flush idea here real hard.
If you can hear my kid is as mad about this Dora situation as I am.
This Dora situation.
He's like, no.
Oh no, don't do that. No. Why? No, friend, please. Well, we have gotten hot guard. I know our hand is just terrible. We seem to just not have any incentive to do anything here. It's all the worst.
But let's have a moment for reminding ourselves we didn't throw the Dora on a second turn.
It's not a so tile. It's garbage. It's a dumb, stupid tile for idiots.
I'm just going to close the door, see if I can stop my poor child's screams. He's not happy with whatever's happening downstairs. Don't worry. Okay. I'm back.
Oh man, I was just thinking that. Yeah, our dealer doesn't really have much going on either. They're still stuck with that door in the corner, and not much raw material. So this is a bit of a sad time for everyone except our player to the left, who maybe will get their flush, but they Dora. So let's just go into the future. So I don't have to keep thinking about this. Wait. Did they disconnect? They just drew and discarded the So tile.
Yeah, they're DC'd.
Maybe.
They gotta be. They've got to be, or otherwise they're playing a game that is so far beyond my capabilities.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But they were not disconnected when they threw that 2-man. Maybe they threw the 2-man, cried, and just like smashed their computer.
Maybe I would have.
Mm.
So our dealer now, I don't know what our dealer's trying to do. I guess they're Ishan 10 on a 6-man and a 2-5 pin or a 3-pin. Everyone just seems upset at this table. Wants another 4-pin? Yeah, 4-pin would be neat. Because then you got Ipeko, you could just go with it, yeah.
Yeah, there's a strange vibe now, I feel, with these players. Like, as I said, the East round was very, very different to how the South round's turning out.
Yeah. Our player to the right wants a Dora. They're not going to get one because everyone's hurled them into the trash. But if our player to the right gets another Dora, then they can be ready on Sanshoku Dora 2, which is a pretty sick hand. If they get that 7, they'll probably wait on the Dora, because why wouldn't you at this point? But, oof. No one's having a good time. We're not having a good time either. We're like, yeah, we need an 8, so that would be great. But even then, it's like this hand is not valuable. We don't. Our 7-8-9 Sanshoku isn't happening. Maybe it could if we're really lucky, but it doesn't look like it. So let's...
Tough, isn't it? Because you want first, but...
Yeah, but like you're just not getting the material, and then in chasing it, you've thrown away like 4-5-6, 4-5-6. Actually, we could temp on 4-5-6 Sanshoku if we played this a little differently. And honestly, we should have, because these pairs, there's so many pairs here that you don't need. Like, we could have gotten rid of them. We don't want them. I don't know. Let me go back. Yeah, like, even at this point where we're throwing a 6-man, should be throwing the South or this 9-pin. Like, we don't need these pairs that we keep picking up. Yeah, I feel like, and we get another 9, we hurl an 8. Like, I'm just very confused as to what. And then we end up with 7. We end up holding 7-9-9. There's a lot of confusion going on here. So let's see where we go.
Yeah, tunnel vision. I think Korek's right. There's a lot of tunnel vision.
A lot of tunnel vision going on here. All right, so we get a reach here. We draw the 8 that we wanted.
So they weren't disconnected.
I guess not.
This was all part of the master plan.
It's all part of the master plan. Or they reconnected. Don't know. But here's the 1-4 pin.
That's the way to reconnect, isn't it? Oh, I reconnected into Tenpai.
For just reach.
Yeah, right? Like, that's even more confusing.
Yeah.
I feel like you throw the pins now, right? You've got to get points. Even though it's a little bit of a distance.
Another 4-so out. They could have been Tenpai on 4-sos and 8-sos for Sanonko half flush.
Weird.
It's really weird. And everyone looks like they're just going to...
He was here the whole time. I know, right? It's like, he was in the house. The killer's in the house.
And everyone just dances. Our 2 leading players are No-10. Our 2 other players are Tenpai. And the game moves on.
So now, this is the hand where our hero is going to end up third. How does this happen?
Hanuman.
Right, but who's going to get the Hanuman? Who's going to be first? I don't know. Like, you must have seen the results, but I didn't.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. I don't like knowing. It's a mystery
to
me too.
I wonder if
he was here the whole time. I don't understand. How was he here the whole time? What was he doing? Who are you?
I mean,
why?
Like someone's going to get a big hand. I do wonder kind of if West now is going to make the play and get into second. I think maybe that's the way that player's going to get into third. I don't, and no offense, dealer, maybe he will get another hand, but I think the West player is the person who's going to take.
Well, West has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 already.
Yeah, I think our West player is our hero. Our West player is not a hero. The West player is going to take our hero down to third.
Our hand looks kind of scattershot. There's nothing that exciting. No Dora, a bunch of stuff. North's hand of player cross, like, also not really that exciting. One Dora, but like, okay. But the dealer's hand,
do anything.
The dealer has 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 3. I don't see that. Again, this is going to take a lot of finesse to make happen for this dealer, I think.
I know, and they're going to get a Dora, and they're just going to hurl it.
They're just going to hurl it. No! I don't want it. It's stupid. Let's see how the story goes. 4, 5, 6. So what happened? Our dealer, 1, 2, 3. Again, they're collecting pairs and stuff, but none of it's that great. We could maybe get to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with a lot of work. Meh. What have we done? We got 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 5, 6, 7, 7, 3, 5, 5, 7. Not the. Again, I don't know why we threw the 3 pin.
Because you're cutting that 3-1. That 1-3 shape
we're
out.
cutting the whole 1-3. Yeah, the whole 1-3 is not so great. It's all right. We could call this out for Tanya if we really want to just end the game. It'll lock in a second place, which isn't the worst thing in the world we could do. But Player to the right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 2, 2. They're Tempai.
They're Tempai, and they're waiting because they're going to draw a better tile.
Yeah.
And then they're going to upgrade, and then they're going to take our hero down to third.
They're smart enough.
That's what I'm saying.
They're smart enough for sure. Although they've thrown a 4 pin, which means upgrading that gets real rough.
But you could have a 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku.
Yes. What would be really interesting would be getting to 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku would be really impressive because that brings in a Dora. Like, that would be real friggin' cool if they pull that off. Our player across has decided they're just getting the heck out of here, and they're just going to do call Tanya. Who cares? Which isn't a crazy play for them. They're winning. They want to just close it down, and it doesn't look like anyone else is having a great time. So let's see what happens after this.
I'm only looking at West. I reckon West is where the action happens now.
Swappy doppy on the 9 man. 1, 2, 3 comes in for the dealer. 3, 4. Okay, so we get a dealer reach. So the dealer, sadly, puts together the 1, 2, 3s, but then, oh god, I'd be crying at having to step away from Sanshoku Junchan down to reach. Oh, my aching heart.
It's the right move here, though. They just need to keep their dealership. They just need to keep their dealership.
But, oh no.
You've got to let it get away, Dave. You've got to let it get away this one.
No. Well, they do it. And now we've gotten to 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 3, 4. We're Ishan 10 as well. Not a great Ishan 10. We're there. And this West is probably pretty safe to hold on to it for now. So I'd imagine that's what we do. Our player to the right has not been able to upgrade at all. They're just sitting, and they're being real sad.
I wonder if they chase.
They might chase. It's not terrible to chase at that point. And our first place player has this 6, 7, 8, and they're Ishan 10 as well. And this might be... I could see this 5 getting jostled out. I could see this happening.
I don't know. I'm hoping that they're kind of switched on to the dangers here.
Let's see. Let's see what happens. We throw the West. Oh, the next draw. No. No. God, why? Oh. This is why you always wait one go-around before you... No, it is not. But still...
No, I mean, the real reason that I have one go-around is I can't make the reach decision quick enough.
My poor heart. This person hates me. Why? Sancho, reach Sanchoku Junchan is Haneman. Oh,
Dealer, Hanuman.
dealer Haneman.
Didn't dream hard enough. Didn't
The
dream hard
only
enough.
thing that I will say about that is,
Oh, gosh, West is folding. Oh,
yeah,
no, they're not.
no,
Wait,
no, no, no.
what?
Hold on. West cheese to get into Ishan 10 on like just Tanya because I guess maybe they're very or Tanya Door 1, I'm sorry. Maybe they're very conditioned about last place avoidance. If they win this hand, they get up to like what, like 21, 23, 25, 8, like 26. So that's only a -9 for them overall out of the game. So maybe they're like, you know what, this is actually worth pushing a little bit to see if I can just get away with it and not let this last player start to catch up.
Mm.
And there we go. This is what I thought would happen. Our first place player gets to Tempai, sees everyone else fighting and wants to keep up and throws the 5-so because they're not going to throw the Dora, and deals into the dealer. Now, the only thing I can say about this heartbreaking thing is that all the 2-sos were taken up. Obviously, you wouldn't know that. But all the 2-sos were taken up, so it would have been it would have never happened. And instead, the dealer wins reach, and that's it. For 40-1 and 2,000 points. But this does get traction for the dealer. They get 4,600 points in. They're up to 15,000, or they're up to 16,400, which is not very far away from third at 21,300. And this is the moment where they have an opportunity to start making a comeback. Sanchoku Junchan.
Striking range of first,
Striking
yeah.
first, is that true? Well, what? 12K brings you up to 28, 33, but 18K. Like a Haneman, yeah. I think a Haneman could get this dealer. If it's direct hit Haneman, brings you up to 34. Yeah. Direct hit Haneman does it. A direct Mangansuma, what? Oh, you mean we? I'm sorry, we RC.
Yeah,
RC.
we.
Yeah.
The hero,
I'm
the
sorry.
hero. We're the hero.
I'm thinking of East.
We're the
I'm thinking of our
hero.
current East. Like East Mangansuma won't work. But yeah, for RC, yeah, Mangansuma will get us there. Which is great for us. What do we got going on here? We got a fast hand here. And this is where we maybe start second guessing ourselves because we've got our Souths. We are South. That's 2-Han already. We have no Dora, but we could just call out a 2-Han hand, get ourselves up to 38, and finish the game. More like 39, maybe 40K, depending. Meh. We got 3, 3, 5, 6, 7. We got the shapes for it. Like we got the ability to make this hand just happen. Our player to our right, I don't see anything going on for them at all. They got like scattershot, nothing.
We did. We spoiled. We gave spoilers, didn't we? Well, because we wanted to. We have this in the back of our mind, right?
Why
we want to
did
know
we end
how,
up third? We want to think about what happened here.
Yeah, they were so well, and now they're in second.
Pretty good. They're in
and
second, but this is a pretty strong second. And again, they're sitting here with the ability to close out this game now in second if they want to. Our player across 2, 4, 5, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 is pretty sick though. They've got a pretty solid hand too. Actually, this hand has shapes in it that could finish very quickly. So, yeah, first and second actually have a lot of striking power here. Our dealer 1, 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 6, 8, 4, 6. I guess 4, 5, 6 Sanchoku could happen. Meh. Let's see what we get after our first 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, what do we got? We've clearly decided we're pushing this hand to completion. We called ourselves.
Yeah, the five
bamboo.
is a
Yeah,
weird
why
cut.
do we? What is going on? Why would we keep a second 8-man again? Like building this awkward shape over a shape that could bring us glory, and then immediately being sad about it.
I guess they get into Ishan 10, right? But you Ishan 10 before with the 2-pin. I don't know. Maybe they think they've got more abilities to call into Tempai with the 8-man.
I don't. Yeah. That seems crazy. But you throw the 1-pin. You're going to throw the 1-pin almost definitely anyway.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to see it from their perspective, and I'm failing.
Yeah, this is weird. Like don't keep this 8-man, or throw this 1-pin that your hand is kind of going to require you to get rid of no matter what.
I would.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Maybe a misclick. Maybe. Yeah, one pin. It was like you've made it very clear with this hand.
I wouldn't like the 1-pin cut just because.
Really?
I don't know.
You're just not going to use it. I feel like taking what, you're going to take a 2 with it.
No, yeah, we get the 2, and you be tempai.
On what?
So get
On
back to the
just a
point with the 8
3?
man. Yeah, you're just waiting on the 5. No, you call the 2 pin.
Oh, and then you can wait. Yeah, okay. I could accept that. I could accept.
And then
throwing the 8
maybe
man here, not the
you
1.
could extend one of these shapes. So you get 4, 5.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's weird. I wouldn't keep the 8 man personally. I think it's weird.
Yeah, and now they're just sad about everything because they've wrecked up that 5-6 shape that could have gotten them more speed, and they've kept this weird 7-8-8-9 shape that does not really help them at all. Which kind of sucks. That's unfortunate. What's gone on to our right? We still have hot garbage. Nothing good has happened to our player to our right. Our player.
That's a shame. Their last hand. That was a bit. That was the potential, but it didn't come through.
Yeah. Our player across has 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. They still haven't really gotten much juice. But again, why, if they have this 8 pin, did they throw the 9 and the 7? Like, what are they holding? What are they holding? And safe tile against dealer. Oh, 1 pin is safe against dealer. Oh, they want to hold the 1 pin maybe as a later safe. Maybe they're thinking, I want to hold, holding the 8 man doesn't make any sense. Holding the 8 man makes no sense. How did these 9 pins leave? What happened? We had the 9 and we drew the 8.
Bizarre.
Well, let's look at what else we got in here, though. We got a Dora, which we probably don't want to throw for no reason. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, which was a 3, extends into a 3-sided weight.
Why not for the 2? Yeah, I mean, I guess they're really super confident they're going to
really
get.
Thinking that 3-sided weight is a big deal.
Okay, but then you just throw the 8 pin straight out.
Yeah, I don't know, because then they immediately throw the Dora when they throw the Dora for the 7 so, which is also like, what? Uh-oh, we have someone here who needs to be removed.
Yeah, it's all right. We don't want to become famous. You're gonna have to have better scam lines.
What is this? Spam, scams, or bots? It is spam. Oh no, it is scam. Okay. I've reported them, and now I block them. See you later forever. Can I remove this?
Message? Well done, Dave. Dave's a great moderator.
Damn. There we go. See you later forever. All right, cool. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, why, if we're gonna throw the Dora here, if we're willing to throw the Dora on the next discard, why not throw the Dora when we can keep another set that we could get value of, maybe? Because yeah, we immediately throw it to keep this lone 7 so, and then we immediately draw what would have completed a set for us and made us really happy. That's weird.
I mean, and also here, like, they throw the 7 pin, but I'd say throw the 7 bamboo.
Yeah,
except that you might be in 30-10, but
yeah,
throw the 7 bamboo.
6, you could get something else. Don't know. All right, let's see. Let's see what. Yeah, there's a lot of like the first, and maybe these players have really just like psyched themselves out a bit. Yeah, maybe they've really just like.
I mean, that was a chance. Way. That was a chance to correct the direction over there, but
yeah. Well, let's see. Now the 1 pin comes out. Now the 8 pin comes out. We chi, and now we're tempai on the 6-9. All right. So what's happened here? 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 6 is our dealer's Ishan 10. We're tempai on the 6-9 man. Hi, Reki.
Hey.
Player right is still just in a weird position where they're not really ready on anything. Our player across is tempai on the 2-man, but not reached. This is just not so great a weight. So they haven't taken it yet. With the right draw, they can get the Tanya. With the right draw, they can get the Ipeko, but it hasn't happened. But again, like it's like all this finessing and finagling. Yeah, Ipeko Tanya. But like all of this is just giving our dealer time. Giving our dealer time. I'm a little surprised the dealer gave up on the 2 to not keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when they have this pair of 6s. But I guess they feel like the 1 is like locked in. You know, we could hear Dorotonki. Dorotonki would be a pretty exciting weight. There's only 1 left on the table to get, but like that would be a hot
I'd
weight.
do it.
Yeah.
But he gave it up. Yeah.
Yeah. If our first place player kept it, I could have seen that. That would have been great for them because there's 2 left. Yeah, it would have left everyone pinned. But again, I feel like that thinking is not going on here. People aren't thinking about whether they're giving people oxygen to let them grow or whether they're pushing and stifling them. They're just kind of like finessing their own hands a bit, trying to come up with something they think is neat or viable. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think we're on a strange vibe where they're just playing their own hands. They're not really maybe reacting to each other as much as they should be.
Oh. So we get our Ipeco and then reach on the 1 so only?
1-4, 1-4.
Is it one? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's a 1-4. You're right. Sorry. It's 1-4. My eye tunnel vision on the Ipeco. It's a 1-4. Well, 4 is...
Oh, 4 is dead.
Is
okay,
dead.
Okay, but sorry, the weight
it's still
is
a 1-4 weight,
1-4.
but 4 is dead. So it's a 1 only weight to get reach Ipeco.
But it's important to 1-4 weight because of the pinfu.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
But it's not pinfu if you get Ipeco, right?
Pinfu is...
Can you get pinfu Ipeco on the 1?
Yeah, because your 4s are the pair.
Oh, yeah, it's the other Ipeco. It's a 1, 2, 3 Ipeco. Yeah. Again, I'm seeing it.
You're looking at it upside down.
Looking at it upside down,
yeah.
It becomes reach pinfu Ipeco. Okay, that's a 3-han hand. That's cool.
But you are the tall stack. You could easily throw the 1 bamboo and change your weight and still be 10
Yeah, I don't know why this isn't Dama. I don't know why you'd reach this. You don't
need the points. You don't need the points.
And you don't need to pressure people right now.
No.
And you know the player across from you, your prime competitor has called south. And it's double south. And that means they could have the other 2 chuns in their hand and still win and get double south Dora 2 and beat you because you throw into them. This is risky. This is dangerous.
And you could upgrade it, right? Like you could throw the 1 bamboo and get into Tanya, Ipeco. Yeah. You would lose the reach here, I guess. Still, I don't know. I feel like
you don't need to take this risk. You don't need to take this risk.
But because it's such a crappy, like as you said, the 4s are dead. There's 2 1-sos left. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that.
I mean, it might be the case. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like that you're pushing here when you don't really need to push, and you're putting yourself at great risk against your nearest competitor who's been calling aggressively. And like at this point, you're going to put 1,000 points. You'll be down to 44. They're going to get 19 out of it. So hold on. Let's wait for the reach to pass. So you're at 44.
Looking at North's discard pool, there is no way you would throw the 1 bamboo into that discard pool.
Bamboos just haven't come out at all.
Correct. It's no.
Yeah. So the difference between us is 7,700 now, which means that even a 3-han hand. Wait, 7,700, but okay, 7,700 except there's 1,900 on the table, so it's 5,800.
This is how our hero gets to 3rd, isn't it? Because they are not going to want to back down, and they're going to throw the 1 bamboo in.
It's possible.
It's very likely now.
But this is a 5,800 point difference, which is like a 2,900 point hand, which is like 3-han. So like with this aggressive calls, like I would be really worried. Really worried.
So Ivici Ipatsu Pinfu Ipeco.
Well,
2 door hit.
Happen that easily.
Okay.
And now our dealer reaches.
Oh, there's 1 bamboo safely secured.
It's a 7-pin closed weight. But I think at this point the dealer feels the pressure, and they're like, if I'm not trying to win here, it's all over for me. Which seems rational to me. Yeah, on the right, player on the right doesn't need that 1-so at all. I could see them throwing it without the reach, but with the reach, they're obviously worried, and now they're playing safe because they don't want to be pulled down to 4th. So you've scared them. You scared them off. It would have come out. You would have been fine.
That is a really important point.
Yeah. This is going to be the it was safe last draw logic. It's possible. Because, yeah, the 7 pin. Yup, exactly. It was safe last draw. We threw the 7. It passed against a player we're paying attention to and care about, the player who's winning. Another player goes into reach. And now, all of a sudden, that 7's not safe anymore. And it's the dealer. 7-man. 7-man. Was 7-man hard safe? Do we have a hard safe tile here?
Against the dealer? Yeah, because she called 7-man from them.
Yes, 7-man was dealt by the dealer. Yeah, and
but it's not very obvious compared to the first reach. But
yeah, and the thing you should be tracking here, although in Armel it's really bad to be drawn down below 30k. So you really don't want to be. If you can help it. But you're still 15,000 above third. So even if you deal into a Hanemon here from first place, which would be bad, you'll still be in second place. So keeping your eyes on first place is the mistake here. You don't want to keep your eyes on them at all. You need to focus on what's really going on. What's really going on is a dealer who wins and gets another 3,900 points out of you, 6,800 points for them, and another shot at the deal. Anyone but the dealer, because you've continued this game. The game is now not ended. The dealer's now in third place instead of fourth place, and only 10,000 points away from you. And
is this going to end up with dealer managing to make it up to first?
Let's see what happens.
That's how you end up in third?
5, 6, 7, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. This hand has some legs. This hand's ready to go. Our hand isn't too terrible. 2, 3, 3, 5, 7, 8, 8. It's got some good middle tiles. Player on the right, not much going on. 1, 2. They got 6, 7. They got 6, 7, 7, 7. They got some shapes. I'm not going to count them. Our player across also now has a hand that can be a very fast Tanyao hand if they decide they're tired of this nonsense, which is what they should be thinking right now. They should be thinking, I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm just going to call for Tanyao and be done. Because this game's getting, again, this is a moment where you should be thinking, this game's getting a little out of hand. These players are getting a little feisty. I need to end this now. So let's see. We don't have a ton of time, so I'm going to be a little quick. No one has any. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let's note that the player to the right and the player across both have a Dora. So I don't forget talking about Dora, which is cool. And they both have good ways to incorporate it as well. So that's a nice start. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6. So in aggressive defiance of everything I believe to be good and true, player across cons, adding another Dora to the game. They are now Ishan 10.
Wait. Well, the green dragons, okay. The green dragons have been killed
that's
a while back.
Dora, so it's really not that bad of a deal for now. But they're now Ishan 10. It is a closed con, so they could still reach and take advantage of it. But jeez. And I think that's now their dream, is they're going to reach and take advantage of their cool con, and it's going to be great for them. Our player to the right, Ishan 10, but in a not so great way, because they have this pair of 6s. So if they get their 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, if they get the nice 3-pin, which is the best one, first place all has con. It is peak Mahjong. They'll have to throw the Dora to reach, which is not really a good deal. So maybe they're going to try to find a better way with this hand. Dealer, I see a lot of pairs. 6, 8, 9, 4, 8. They have 5 pairs. They are Ishan 10 on a Chitoi, which is a little nuts.
So for the non-Japanese speakers here, uke-ire is your absorption. It's your ability to accept tiles, your acceptance rate. Is that good English? Tile acceptance, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really rate, is it? Rate's not what it is. Yeah, acceptance, I guess, is the best.
Yeah, it's rough. Probably wouldn't count it. I know Hayes is I just think it's the wrong time. I think it's a game flow problem, not a hand problem. I don't think conning was a terrible choice for this hand structurally. I just feel like
I like this can more than I like their previous 9 can.
Like their first
Because,
draw 9 con.
yeah, but then there was so much potential there for a flush that I wouldn't want to just completely lock out the 9s and
Mm,
shorten the suit that I was working on a flush in.
mm,
This one, I'm not going for a bamboo flush. There's nothing near my 9s. I may as well get another tile now, see if I can accelerate.
yeah, that's kind of what I would be thinking.
Mm,
What season? Oh yeah, that's true. This is all old stuff too. So there could be structural reasons, Armal structural reasons,
yeah.
why this is a good move. And what have we done? We have 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7, 8, 8. We're still pretty far from ready, and that's a little sad. So let's go through. Again, I'm going to hustle a little bit so we can get to the end of this. Let's go through our next 6, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 5, 6. Oh dear God. So everyone reaches. Let's go back to when the reaches happen.
Oh, he's going to throw into a double run. That's what's going to happen.
This is very possible. Thank you, Kyrol.
What is triple run on armor?
I don't know what we do here.
What was triple run on armor? Are you allowed triple
I
run
think you
or
are
is
allowed
it?
triple run. So this is
Well,
a
that's
weight
very
on it. This
okay.
is a weight on a 7-pin.
All
Cheetoy,
payout.
Cheetoy on the 7-pin, which okay. Reach Cheetoy and 2 flips. Fair play. We throw our Haku because we're terrified. We throw an East because we don't care. And here we go into reach on the 2-pin, 5-pin, which is one of the safe tiles on the dealers. That's actually that ends up being a pretty decent reach, I think.
And there's 2 Dora as well. Like
Yeah, with 2 Dora, we draw a second Dora. So that becomes reach Dora Dora, which is pretty sick with a concealed con. That's pretty much Mongon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we throw this 5-so because that's very safe. Okay, yeah, we at least are smartly. We got greedy thinking about this full flush, but we're very smartly now just like. Well, I guess it's not greedy to think of the full flush because the full flush sumo does get us into first place. So maybe we're doing what we have to do. But playing it safe here is also what we have to do. And now this way, drawing the 7 and drawing the 7 and incorporating it reaches on the Dora, and this is they're already in last place.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true actually. With the reach in from the dealer, they're back in third. But
True.
they still throw the Dora, and that leaves them on a 5-8 man weight. There's no way to throw into a multiple roan here.
No.
It's a 5-8 man weight.
Not gonna be a double run through. Okay.
And so now we throw the 4-so that was safe. Sumo. And that becomes reach, Epots, Sumo, Tanyao, Dora for Mongon. So that's 8 plus the points on the table plus the
I knew it would
Honba.
be West. I knew it was West.
And
I knew West was the murderer.
Jumped themselves up to 32k, getting ahead of us to pull us
West was
down
the
into
murderer.
third. And negative third by 400 points.
West was the murderer. I
West
knew
did
it.
it.
I called it. Everyone was here. You're a witness to the fact
West did it.
that I'm really good at investigative Mahjong.
Whew. Lots of drama there.
That was a good game, Dave. That was a good choice. I enjoyed that one.
That was a cool game. There was a lot going on in that game. All right.
Well, so Dave, do you want to tell us? Do you want to update us?
Yeah. Here we go back to.
We got photos.
I don't. Oh, I do, but I don't have them available right now. We're gonna publish them on Instagram soon.
Okay.
We gotta edit them because people are in them, and we need to make sure that it's appropriate. That people have given their consent to be in photos, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching us do this game with us. It was super exciting. In terms of news, Mahjong X Cluedo. Yeah. You got to guess who in what round with what hand.
Do you know what? There was one just a little little exciting tidbit from Gemma's life. I once won Cluedo on the very first round. I guessed everything right.
Oh my god.
It was really confusing. We had to get all the bits out to make sure that all the bits were there, and that it wasn't like some horrifying yeah. But I did. I guessed it all. I really ruined the game.
Yeah. So we did our first beta. We did our beta class.
So just Dave jumped straight in. Dave has rented a space in Manhattan.
I thought our viewers already know about this. Our viewers care about us.
I know they care about us, but it's good to do an update because we might have new
Yeah.
viewers. So Dave has rented a space in Manhattan where he's going to run Mahjong meetups and Mahjong classes. The idea being
Yes.
the thing that I say that we always need to do, but also do myself very poorly, which is teach new people how to play Riichi Mahjong.
Yeah. So
Now, Dave,
actually, so actually,
that's your
this
lead in.
so this Thursday, so 2 days ago, we did our beta version of our very first class, which was Mahjong Fundamentals. And Mahjong Fundamentals is actually going to be a general class, not a reach specific class.
Oh, interesting.
I think there's a lot of people out there who are interested in mahjong, and they don't know what type of mahjong they want to play, or they already do. Some of them are like, oh, my family plays mahjong. Usually that's going to be Chinese mahjong or American mahjong. They have in their family, and I think frankly there are not that many people who are straight up like, I'm curious about mahjong and I'm curious about reach mahjong.
Yeah.
And so the idea here is, yeah, we can teach people how to do a set of mahjong things that are applicable to pretty much all of the games, to understand the tiles, to understand the table, building walls, drawing and discarding, basic calling, the deal procedure, like all these things we can teach everyone so that they can get involved in a game with people and not feel like they have no clue what's going on before they start learning the specifics of a particular mahjong style. And so we did our first test class. We had 12 students in. It went pretty well. I think there were a few rough edges, a few things to improve, a few things to get better. But we had some help from great TAs as well. And so we're going to be starting to offer this class now more regularly and start building up a kind of an educational path. And that's this class is designed to feed people into Intro to Reach Mahjong, Intro to American Mahjong, Intro to Hong Kong Mahjong.
The first hit's always easy, right?
Yeah, the first hit's free, right? And then we're gonna have great fun calling tiles before we tell them to never do that again.
I know, it's like the great gaslighting Mahjong rule set.
But yeah, like, isn't it fun? You get to do all these things. Don't do those things. But yeah, so we got some exciting stuff going on there. We're going to be starting to run those. It's going to be really cool. We're going to be building the curriculum for the bigger and better classes as we go, working on teaching aids and materials and all these things. And it's really exciting to start rolling forward and to see such enthusiasm. Like, the class was full up. We had a few people who weren't able to make it, but the class was full up. We had a wait list. We have lots of people interested. Like, it's really exciting to see how many people want to be part of this and want to get moving with Mahjong. So
well done, Dave. I'm really excited and proud that you're actually doing the thing that I tell people they should do.
Don't worry, I have to get you over and use you as unlicensed help as a guest teacher. You can teach all the classes from now on.
That sounds a little like slavery.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take your passport. You can teach the kids to fold.
Just until you earn back your flight ticket,
until you've earned
right?
back the stipend. Yeah, it's fine.
We shouldn't laugh. That's a terrible thing that happens to people.
It's really bad when that actually happens to people, so don't human traffic anyone for serious. But to be fair, we would always love to have you as a guest lecturer, so that's something very, very open to.
Well, I just worry that you'll all come out with like this little one-line snippets that they repeat constantly until then Mahjong is...
Now it's time to fold. It's a bad hand, you should fold it.
It's exactly how I sound.
Oh, everyone loves quarters, so you got to do quarters for people again. I love that.
That's how many years old now?
Many. It's like 2015, 2016 maybe when we did that.
So for my friends in the stream, when I was playing Mahjong with Dave's buddies over in Boston,
it was at PAX
right?
East. It was when we were doing
PAX East. It was in PAX East, and we were like killing some time because, the first day there was never that busy, right? Or like the beginning of the day. It wasn't until, it got warmed. Anyway, so we were just playing, and I was trying to like teach them. Whenever they did something like an unusual throw, like they threw the door, I'd like place a quarter on it because I was like, I want to come back to this. I want to talk about this throw right here once we've got to the end of the hand. So, quarters. If you want me to teach you how to play Mahjong, I'll bring a bag of quarters.
Yeah, and she'll note your discards that she doesn't love.
Yeah, and if you've discarded too many, maybe you'll be able to buy a soda from the vending machine.
That's true. Oh, you get paid for mistakes?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. That's
the
great,
American
Mahjong.
dream.
Yeah, American dream. You get paid for making mistakes. It's great. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing so much more. If you want to be kept up to date, we do have a newsletter. Sign up on uspml.com. So sign up for the newsletter, and we'll be sending out more information about scheduling. We'll also have scheduling in our Discord.
Was that you had an Instagram?
You have an Instagram at uspml. We're gonna be posting pictures from the lesson as we're gonna clean up a little post there. Drops to our first turn. Quarter for you. Free soda.
That's like a $50 note, like straight down. I wrap the door up and put it back.
Yeah, if you're gonna be in the New York City area, please come and meet up with us. We love having guests and friends. And yeah, we're going to be seeing again. Classes are going to be spinning up. Meetups are going to be spinning up. We're going to be doing a lot as we go forward. Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Dave. Well done, everyone, for sticking with us and listening to our nonsense.
Thank you for joining us again.
Thank
We'll be back
you.
next week with more Mahjong streaming. I might be trying to move my streaming into this space. We'll see. I got to see if how the internet there works and whether it's all good. But we might be doing that, so there's going to be a lot going on.
Awesome.
We'll have some exciting stuff. But for now, enjoy your weekend. Have fun, everyone. Keep playing Mahjong. And we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.